Good morning, people. How are you guys doing? Welcome to CA Inter. First day, right? How's the feeling? Morning. What time you guys woke up today? 5:30. Okay. What time you slept yesterday? 12:30. Wow. So much dedication for CA Intermediate. Okay. How many of you are foundation pass student? Foundation pass. Oh wow. Few days back you had your result, right? How was the feeling on the result day? It was bursting crackers. Okay, I see I busted the cracker before Diwali. But now, great. So a lot of you have clear foundation. Now I think rest of you are graduates, right? Oh, very important degree of life. BCom graduates. Okay, anyone doing MCom also? MCom? Like after BCom we have MCom. Anybody doing MCom? Nobody? Oh, you're doing CA. Any other course if you have done other than BCom? Anybody? Where are you, sir? Yeah, working. Okay, work. You're working right now. You used to work. Then you got bored up there. Yeah. Then you thought I'll study. Oh, nice. Nice thought. So, CA intermediate first lecture morning 7 a.m. The feeling is has to be very much different. When you guys are preparing for CA exams, September which year? 26. Eventually it will happen September 26, right? But right now it is September 25. Everybody till now. Okay. Both the groups till now. Yeah. No. So hi guys, I'm C. Abhishek Bansal. I'm chartered accountant by profession. I'm from Bombay. I'm a company secretary also. I've done my MBA also, and yeah, very important. I'm a BCom graduate also. So it's been right now it's 13th year going on, no, 12th year going on for me to be a chartered accountant. I cleared way back in November 11. November 11. Foundation kids, you're which year pass out? I mean, which year you were born? 2006. Kids, I cleared my CA in 2011. You were 5 years. Where were you in 5 years? At home only, na? Yeah. So it's been 13th year going on right now. 26 attempts I have seen in my life. Lot of students have passed. Lot of students have become chartered accountant. Lot of rankers have been there. We have got AIR one twice in CA final. Have you heard about Nandini Agarwal, the youngest chartered accountant? Okay? She was my student both at inter and final, both brother and sister. They have studied law audit both through me. And November 18 also we had rank one. What happened? Good morning. November 18 also we had AI 1. November 23, like last to last attempt, we had AI 2 in CA intermediate. He was Tane and he's from Ahmedabad. So all those students have got rank, people have studied, people have made their life. The journey is very much different. Today being the first day, I will not make you scared. I will give you facts. Why it is important, how it is important, how you can clear. I have cleared both the levels, CA and CS in first attempt. I know what is the importance of it is, why you should do it in first attempt, why you should do it at young age, so that you can start your career. Like graduates, if you do everything at first level, I mean first chance, foundation you have cleared now. Okay, very important foundation level. Jai Mata Di A, Jai Mata Di B. Okay, yeah. Especially you have studied maths, horrible subject. I think Subhadra ma'am taught you, right? I don't know how she teaches, but it's a horrible subject. But I salute you. You have cleared foundation. Okay. Intermediate, six subjects we have, both the groups we have. Manageable it is, but yeah, you require a lot of discipline, dedication. It is not your foundation level. MCQs are also there, but MCQs also have a level here. Like in foundation, I started my career with CA foundation law. Okay, so law is my favorite. Yeah, but foundation level MCQ were there from the module. Whatever line was there, almost similar lines you will find in the paper. But in inter, you will not find anything from the module. It is all conceptual based. Your concept have to be very much clear. CA intermediate, six papers, both the groups appearing in September 25. Ideal date, if you take, would be around, I think, 10th or 11th September. That's the ideal date of institute now. If you see the previous attempt, September 24, it started, I think, 11th or 13th. So 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. From today, if you count, we are on what? 7th November? So November, December, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It looks like 11 months, but it's not 11 months. It would be around 10 months only because in between we'll have festivals. Yeah, Christmas will come. Diwali to went now. Okay, we'll have Christmas. Then you'll have. Do you have Makar Sankranti here also? Okay, you have Republic Day, dry day. Boys, balcony boys, dry day you'll have. Okay. Then you'll have your Valentine's Day coming up. Yeah. Then we'll have Fool's Day also. Then in between you'll have your birthday, Babu's birthday. Boys, it's not Babu's, it's Babu's birthday. Okay. Lot of Babus you'll have. Family obligations, Mummy Papa's anniversary, brother's birthday, brother's son's birthday, sister's daughter, son's birthday. Full family obligations we have. So 1.5 month will be wasted. People who are through foundation route, okay, you'll have your BCom, you have your BCom going on, right? So you'll have your term exams in between also. I think one term would come in March, around Feb, March. So you'll have your term exams in between. So close to 1.5 week would be wasted there. So eventually you have around 8 to 9 months to study. Okay. 8 to 9 months, we have 6 subjects. Close to we have around 15, 6 or 90 chapters. Okay, if you multiply, averagely we have 90 chapters to study for CA intermediate exam. Okay. And I'm telling you all facts. Huh? I'm not bluffing. It's 90 chapters. If so, even if you study one chapter one day, so it is 90 days gone. 90 days means how many months? 3 months to gone. 3 months is your self study. Self study. Okay. But we are appearing for CA exam, CA intermediate exam, high level exam. So you will require some time for revision also. How many days you will take for revision as per your calculations? How many days? I mean, there are 6 subjects. So can you finish in like 6 days? Eventually, you have to finish in 6 days only. So if you take a calculation, so approximately 1 month, if I give 5 days per subject also, 5, 6 are 30. 1 month is for one revision. But now you're giving CA exam. So one revision is not enough. So you have to go for how many revision? At least 4 revision. At least 4. If you are aiming for a rank, at least 4. So when you aim for 4, you will finish in like 3 revisions. People who want to just clear it out, so you require at least 3 revisions. So 1.5 months will go only for your revision part. So my 4 to 5 months is for self-study. You are coming for classes also. Today is your first day. So why? What time you have a class today? What time it will end? So 7 to 4. 4. 4. What will you do at home after 1 o'clock? Study. Shut up. What study? Let's be realistic, okay? I know you are doing CA course, you're highly motivated, CA intermediate, yeah, September 25. But practicality, I also know. Okay, I'm teaching from past 12 years. Okay, I started teaching before I became CA. So I know the fact. What you will do after 1 o'clock? Eat, sleep, repeat. Okay, because 5:30 you woke up. Obviously, your body is tired. Okay, it's like you have climbed mountain, Himalaya. Okay, morning 7 a.m. You're studying theory subject law. So you need to plan. Planning is very much important. So 1 o'clock from you go when you go from here, go back home, chill, relax, have your lunch, sleep for some time, but every day study. See, if you think that let teacher teaches us, first finish us, let us finish the tuitions, let's finish the classes. Then when you leave, I mean, when your class syllabus gets over, sir, we will study at that time. What will happen? Syllabus will get over around I think March, April. Okay, at that time we'll have 2.5 months for self study. It is very difficult to appear for 6 papers because you require at least 2 to 3 revisions. So 3 months will go for self study, 1.5 months you require for your revisions. So what is the best strategy? Once the teacher has taught you, like for example, you are there with me, like for 12 days I am here, okay? So 6 subjects, I mean 6 hours we are studying. So go back home, whatever I have taught you, just read the content. Just read the content. So whatever teacher teaches you in 6 hours, you finish it in 2 hours. Is there anybody who's working right now? Like after 1 o'clock, you'll go to your job or some other obligation. You're through direct entry, old scheme, old scheme. So you're appearing in September, okay, articleship. So by what time you reach home, like after your articleship? 8:30. So you need to work little more harder because you're on articleship. So every day, 1.5 hour, you need to finish the subject with the teacher itself. See, in Bombay, we have class from 2 o'clock we start, 1:32 we start. It goes till 9 o'clock. So we have around 4 to 5 months self-study period. So in Bombay, because the tuitions are very much high, the timing is more as compared to Bangalore. On weekend, like on Sunday, the class starts at 8 a.m. onwards till the last breath of the student or the teacher, whichever is earlier. So it is 8 a.m. onwards till like 5 p.m. also, 6 p.m. also. I have taken till 10 p.m. 8 to 10, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, on Sunday. So because Bombay people go to college morning, 7 to 12 is the college, 12 to 12:30, 1 o'clock they reach to the class, they have their lunch, 1:30 we start a batch. So 1:30 to 9 o'clock every day. Then they have to take a train. Bombay local trains, you must have heard about it, okay? They reach home by 10, 10:30. Then again they do a 1 hour ka self-study. Then morning again 5, 5:30 they need to wake up because 6 o'clock again they need to catch a train to reach to the college by 7 a.m. So the Bombay life is more difficult as compared to Bangalore. Bangalore people are chill. Like 7 to 1, after 1 o'clock you don't have anything to do except people who are working or people who have articleship, who are supporting their father for business. But 2.5 hours you can remove for self study. Today is the first day. I will again come back and ask you on the last day when you will be filling the exam form. What happens is today you're highly motivated to give both the groups together. So both the groups I'll appear. But what happened? You are around, I think, 250, 200 people. But in market, there are more negative people. They will give you advice, and advice is for free. People who are not CA, they will give you advice about CA course. Yeah, yeah. Don't give September. No, no, no. Don't give it. It is not nice attempt. It is not nice. Give it in May. Give it in the January attempt. Okay, people give you that advice. Some people will give you, okay, don't give both the groups together. Give one group. Okay. Foundation kids, you are around 17 year of old, right? 17 years. 18. Okay. Graduates, you are around 21, 21, 22. Now understand my calculation. We are in 2024. Okay. You are already 21 plus. The time you appear for CA intermediate, you will be 22. By that time result come, like September result came in October end. Like if we assume November, next November, like 1 year from here. 1 year graduate special. Okay, you're not doing anything. You're lifting the bum from home, placing the bum here. Then again lifting the bum here, bum. Yeah. Okay, lifting the bum from here, placing the bum at home. 1 year you are still shitting at home, not doing anything. I assume I expect that you clear in first attempt. Imagine you clear in 2025, you clear CA intermediate at the age of 22, 23, close to, okay? Now, after 2.5 years, you'll have your CA final. So by the time you reach to your CA final, okay, 26 and a half, your age will be around 26, 27. If you clear CA intermediate, both the groups in first attempt. So at the age of 26, 27, you are appearing for CA final first attempt. Again, there are two groups. If you clear both the groups at the age of 26, 27, you will become a chartered accountant. You'll start your career at the age of 27 when you want to earn money. And I hope everybody of us, the object to do this course is what? What is your goal? What is your aim to do for doing this course? I hope it is money only. Don't tell me that shit that, sir, I have a dream to become a chartered accountant. Nobody has a dream to become chartered accountant. You even do not know the subject's name also, okay? So 2027, 28, you will become chartered accountant. You'll be around 27, 20 years of 8 years of age. That day you will start earning money. So it's close to 4 years from here. Provided you clear everything in first attempt. As compared to foundation kid. If you clear foundation, you have clear foundation. If you clear intermediate in first attempt, you clear CA final in first attempt. At the age of 22, you become a chartered accountant. Understand the difference. Foundation kid will start earning at 22. You will start earning around 27, 28. Provide both of them clear everything in first attempt. Now understand the jump. Foundation kid, he will make first money. Like in Bombay, right now the package is around lakh rupee per month, 80,000, 90,000 per month. Okay, I assume it's a lakh rupee per month. So he starts at 1 lakh rupee at the age of 22. You start 1 lakh rupee at the age of 27. Okay. Now next jump will be around 10% increment, 20% increment. He moves on to 1.2 lakh. You move on to 1.2 lakh. By that time he reaches to 30 years of age, he is earning 3 lakh rupees, 4 lakh rupees a month. You are earning at the age of 30, 1.5 lakh rupee per month. So especially graduates, for you it is very important to clear both the groups in first attempt. Because if you take one attempt a delay due to any reason, you are not well, you had some family obligation, you met with an accident, okay, you are not in a mood to appear for both the groups, somebody gave you shit advice, don't give both the groups, it will not happen. You understood his advice and you have delayed your attempt. If you're delaying your attempt, understand you're delaying everything. Your earning capacity, boy, especially marriage. I think everybody want to enjoy that first night. Why to laugh? Everybody will do it, okay? Whether you're a boy or a girl. If you are normal, you will do it, okay? Special, I don't know. But normal people will have that, they have their aim, right? To do it. So everything would be delayed there. So for you, it's important to clear. See, people like us also clear. Even I was a very average student long back. Okay, we have also cleared it because the goal was very much clear. Like people from metro cities. How many of you are not from Bangalore? Like outside Bangalore, people. Okay. So you guys are studying, staying where? Hostel, PG, PG. How much fees you have paid here? No, you're at class. How much? 60, 66 rupees. That's it. 66,000. Wow, richness. Okay. So for I think 8 9 months you are coming here every day. I assume around 5 10,000 your expenses. Breakfast, hungry India. People were staying in PG hostel. What's your rent for hostel? 8 approximately plus grocery other things. 10,000 I assume is your rent. Okay. So close to 1 lakh rupee you will spend in the next 8 9 months. 66 already you have spent. 10 15,000 would be your normal expenses. You're traveling. You're sometime you want to go for party, some other movie, cricket, anything. Okay, this is just the fees. Let's calculate ICA fees also. How much did you pay for registration? What? 18,000 rupees for all three levels, right? Foundation, interfinal. Only intermediate. ICA is becoming rich day by day. I remember in our time, long back, 2008 9. At that time, the fees was I think 3,000 prox. I still remember my foundation. It was only 900 rupees. 900 rupees was the registration fees of foundation. Like our time, it was CPT, long back. So 18,000 approximately you paid for registration. Okay, after appearing, no, before appearing, you have to fill the exam form also. Right now, the current rate is going at 3,300 rupees. Okay, both the groups. Okay, this is provided you clear first attempt everything. You will do some Xerox, some books you will buy 2,000 rupees books. Approximately 66,000 you have paid here. Okay, 8 9 months you are coming. I assume 1,000 rupees per month. Okay, you will spend approximately 10,000 rupees to travel, breakfast, lunch. Okay, people who are staying in hostel. Okay, people who are staying with family, you are the burden on the family. Okay, but people who are outside the family, I assume 1 lakh rupees will spend towards hostel, PG, grocery, and everything. Okay, plus after you clear, you have to do two trainings. One is ITT training. Okay, other one is GMC. Sorry, orientation training. I think approximately 20,000 is both that fees. 20,000. That's mandatory training. Math student, foundation kids. Do the calculation. Tell me what is the figure coming up. 2 lakh 19,300. Okay. Let's do a round figure of it. 2 lakh 25,000. This money, where did it came from? Outside temple. Then parents. Okay. Your hand was like this. Your hand will be like this always. If you want to be like this, you need to work hard. 2.5 lakh rupees, close to 2.25. Okay, like almost everybody of us, I think 95% of the crowd generally come from middle class families, like people like me, normal people. Now, if you aim, okay, 2,25,000. If my father would have kept this money in bank, he would have earned interest. Current rate is 7% going on. But my father has trusted me that I want to do something different in life. Let us not break that trust. It's only not about money. It's also about emotions. Like C is a very much emotional degree. Okay. Is there anybody whose parents are chartered accountant? Parents, father, practice job, practice great. Father. Okay. There somebody was there. Father, practice job. No, no, dad. But what is he doing? Practice or job? Practicing. Okay. Richness. I'll tell you how. Why. Okay. So all these three people. Okay. They have they have somebody to guide. Okay. Because somebody has done in the very close in the family. There's somebody. Okay. There would be a feeling that you would want to become a chartered accountant because your father or your brother or your real sister is a chartered accountant. Okay, people like us. Okay, our parents are not even chartered accountant. I would tell you a very important fact. There are a lot of parents in the entire country. They do not know about what is CA course, what is foundation, what is inter, what is final, what is 40/60. I hope you know what 40 and 60. What is the passing marks we need? 40. Okay. Like in school, we have 35. I think in Bangalore also it is 35 only, right? So here we have 40. What is 60? Exemption. Okay. So they do not know. What is ITT? What is GMCS? What is both groups? What is audit? What is law? Our parents do not know. But our parents are so nice. They trusted us. They said that you want to do CA, go and do it. We are giving you money. You are begging. They are giving you money, and they have trusted you because they know only one thing. CA means big man, lot of money, lot of respect. Because if you see the passing percentage, okay, on a scale of 100%, okay, on a scale of 100%, what is general passing percentage of ICA? 85% people will fail. Only approximately 15% people pass. Like this attempt, 6,000, no, no, sorry, 6,000, 66,000 people appeared for exams, okay. Hardly, I think both the group was 5% only. Both the group was 5% September result, okay. Both the groups was only 5%. Imagine, we are rarest of rare species. Today, if when I'm talking, currently we have approximately in the entire country, Modi ji says we are 140 crore people. 140 crore people. Only 4 lakh chartered accountants are there in the entire country. 4 lakh only. Because we are rarest of rare species. Our parents, I agree, they do not know what is CA, what is the intermediate, what is final, what is ITT. But they know only one thing, CM in the big man, the big guy, more money, more respect. Why is more honey also? Because they have seen in the society, because the society gives us that respect. So we need to understand why and how much it is important, especially graduates. I have a very different feeling for you guys because you're already 21 plus. So if you're 21 plus, your father would be approximately, I think, 48, 50. Okay, he is still working because you're still studying. He need to work for more 3 4 years because you're still studying. You're sitting at home. See, if your father is super rich, I'm telling you, leave this course. Father is rich. After father, everything is yours only. Provided you don't have a brother there. Okay. But understand that has been achieved by your father. He have worked for like 20, 30 years of his life and has built that empire. You have not done anything great in life. Now it is your time to give something in return. Foundation kids, you must have heard about a word called as quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. Graduates, I'm not abusing you. It's a Latin word. Okay. It basically means something in return, consideration. So your parents have a lot of hope because the society gives that respect. Why CA is important? Who is a CA? What is a CA? In the entire like journey, I'll be teaching around 20 21 days. Okay. So it's a very small subject, very simple subject. I'll explain you why CA is there. I'll explain you about examples, journey, how it is important, how you can plan, how you can crack both the groups. Okay. Because it's very beautiful journey. See, I've done other courses also like CAS, MBA, BCom. The respect, the money, the fame, what I have got, it's only with this course. CA is supreme. CA was supreme, is supreme, and will be supreme. I respect my other degrees also, but the positivity, the energy, what I have got, it's only because of chartered accountancy. When I was studying long back, okay, we were also like, why you want to be do CA? What time pass it is? And our time it was like 4 papers, all MCQs in foundation. Intermediate we have 7 papers. Final we had 8 papers. Now the syllabus is changed. Okay, so for us it was very much difficult because at that time there was no YouTube, there was no online lectures, there was no WhatsApp was also there. Like I'm talking about like 13 years back, 14 years back. Okay, at that time there was nothing. It was only teacher who used to tell us and study. But the aim was very much clear. Like in metro cities, when you're staying, I stay in Bombay. Bombay is damn expensive. Local trains where you have to travel every day. So the struggle was very much real. So at that time, we were very much clear. Like my brother is also chartered accountant. He's also company secretary. So we are on 8 people in like immediate family. 8 chartered accountants we are. So we know what is the level. We saw that struggle. We knew that we need to struggle if we don't clear. In Bombay, like graduates, what is the money you earn in as becoming a graduate after becoming a graduate? How much will you earn? Like you're a graduate, if you go for a job, how much will you earn? How much? 10, 10,000 per day. Then per month. 10,000 rupees per month. 10,000 rupees per month. See the figure. If you are a graduate, it will take years to recover this money. The day you become chartered accountant, the first salary is 1 lakh rupee per month. Close to 1 lakh rupee, 80, 90, 1 lakh per month. That's the difference. The work is same. Same audit, same ITR filing. The only difference is degree. People value the degree. Even if you do not have a knowledge, but you have the degree attack, that's very much important. Whatever experience you have, it is waste. The degree is very much important. Imagine you are a graduate, like 5 year old graduate. Okay, you were working. But I see a fresher chartered accountant who will be more valued. Fresher CA. You'll be earning like today if you start at 15,000 also. As a graduate, you'll earn 20, 25, 30. It will take years to reach to 1 lakh rupee. I would say there would be company, but there would be only 5% company who would give 1 lakh rupee to a graduate. And there would be 95% company who will give 1 lakh rupee to a fresher chartered accountant. So that is a difference. And everybody has the same goal to make money. Will you study? I can't hear you. Are you sure you want to appear for both the groups? It's difficult, trust me. Are you sure? Will you clear? Oh, great. So let's start with the subject. So I'll be teaching you a law. There are 17 chapters in the subject. It's a very simple subject. Books are on print because the ICI changed the result date because first they said it will be on 11th. Okay. And then Diwali holidays came in between and your result was preponed. So books are in print. I think by Monday or Tuesday we'll receive the books. In the meantime, we'll be sharing the soft copies. Okay. Of the open PDFs. We'll be writing notes. Have you bought any book, notebook? Okay, yeah. Don't remove right now. We'll be writing notes. Hello. This batch only? Yeah, welcome, welcome. Yeah, come. So we'll be writing notes. You will be getting two books. Okay. One would be this main book, which is colored. Main book you will get. Okay. One you will get the MCQ book also. I hope you know there are MCQs in the paper. How many MCQs? So we are in CA Inter G1, paper number 2. The word is corporate and other laws. 100 marks paper. But paper do not come for 100 marks. Paper come for approximately 116 marks, including options. Sometimes it comes for 120 also. So out of 120 marks, you have to attempt for 100 marks. Now there are two bifurcations. 70 marks is your descriptive. 30 marks is your MCQ. Now, when I say 70 marks is descriptive, so 70 marks ka paper generally either come for 84 marks, sometimes 88 marks, sometimes 90 marks also, depending upon how much option ICI is giving. Okay. 30 marks is full MCQs. Okay. There are no options there. You need to attempt for all the questions. Till last time, ICI was not giving the question paper of MCQ. ICI was taking back the question paper. We were getting only descriptive ka paper to take back home. This attempt, right now it is going on, okay, the final CA attempt. Final CA what they have started. So descriptive also you can take home. MCQ also you can take home. But that rule has been implemented only for CA final right now. By the time your attempt comes, 99%, it will come that you can take MCQ also home. Why it is important? See, understand. Till this attempt, till September 24 attempt, as a teacher, I do not know what level ka MCQ was there in the paper. It could be anything. The student who's attempting the paper, he only knows what is there. Okay. By the time you finish the paper at 5 o'clock, you come at 5:30, 6 o'clock, people forget what was there in MCQ. See, understanding the previous attempt becomes very much important. What level ka questions are there? Like especially when you were doing a 12th standard, graduates your third year BCom. I think majority of you must have studied like how many months you studied for graduation? BCom paper. 3 months. Normal people, how many days, how many nights? One day before exam, right? One day. So it is very normal. One night, one day before exam. And majority of you must have studied the past papers only, past trends, right? I think hardly somebody studies the full book. Okay, people who sit on first bench, they study. Balcony boys, generally you study the past papers, what have been asked, we'll study that only, because the entire gang studies that much, and you cleared. Imagine you wrote full paper in BCom. That was a level of confidence you have here in BCom, but here it will not work. So we need to understand the past trend, how, what is the level of the question, like descriptive though we have. So we'll be solving. Right now I have September 24 ka paper, I have May 24 ka paper. So we'll be solving both the paper in the class itself. So the strategy would be, once we finish the chapter, we jump onto the paper, we see the paper, what question have been asked from that chapter, we'll do both the papers, September and May. In case the second, I'm here for 12 days. The other balance 10 days I'll be coming in Feb. So I think by the time Jan 25 ka time will also be over. So at that time we'll solve Jan 25 also. So we'll be solving 3 paper in the class itself. So imagine close to 88 marks, close to 88 marks, 88 marks, 88 marks, 88 marks. Okay, close to 260 to 70 marks a paper will be solving. And trust me, things are repetitive. Like in the previous, the batch which is going above, okay, people who are writing May 25, I finished that batch. In that batch, we solved September ka paper also, we solved May ka paper also. All the questions were there in the book, except one or two questions which are very different. And we expect that from ICI also, that at least you have something different. Rest, 90% of the paper was there from the book itself. There is no change. See, law mein there can be little amendments. I hope you know what is amendment. What does amendment means? Changes. So there could be minute changes. You can't change the entire law every year. So law is always the same only. Questions are same. Okay. The only thing is the retention power of the student is very much important. Okay. So 70 mark descriptive, 30 marks MCQ. Now, the other breakup is 70 marks corporate law, 30 marks is your other laws. Now, in corporate, there are two bifurcations, 60 marks and 10 marks. 60 marks, they will be asking you only Companies Act. 10 mark, they will be asking LLP. Foundation kids, I hope you know what is LLP. Can you give me the full form? Limited Liability Partnership. So you know this chapter, right? Done. Over. You don't know it. You have just studied some months back, I think, right? LLP. Other law may we have something called as Foreign Exchange Management Act. One act. Foreign exchange. Then we have something called as General Clauses Act. And then we have something called as Interpretation of Statutes. So this is a syllabus. If you see our book, okay, there are 17 chapters in the book, total 17. So I generally teach for 19 to 20 days. In 20 days, we finish it. Almost one chapter, one day. So if you are absent, your one chapter is finished. So please take wise call. Even if you are not well, okay, you are falling sick, okay, you are feeling sleepy, come to the class, sit at the last bench, listen what I am saying. Don't write anything, but attend the class. It's mandatory. See, because if you're missing one chapter, I mean one day, if you're missing due to any reason, what will happen? You will miss one lecture. Even if you woke up late, you want to come at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12:45, 1 o'clock also, please come. I feel highly obliged because you have taken a lot of efforts to lift the bum, put the bum here. It takes a lot of efforts actually, okay, to wake up 7 o'clock, to reach the class at 7 o'clock, okay. So I respect that feeling. You want to sleep in the class, come and sleep, but don't disturb the neighbor. You want to eat in the class, eat, but one request, give it to the neighbor also, okay. Okay, you want to drink water, boys, water, okay, water, drink. I have no problem, but make sure you attend and you write the notes, okay. 17 chapters are there. The USP of mine is only handwritten notes. Understand? After appearing for accounts paper in the month of September, the next paper would be a law. How many days we have in between? 1.5 days, 1.5 days. So effectively, after appearing for accounts paper 5 o'clock, you will reach home by 6:30. Okay, you will take a break, you will have something to eat. By 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you will study. So that night, okay, of the accounts. Next day, a holiday. And before appearing the law paper, around 3 hours, 4 hours you will have. So I would say effectively you have 24 hours to study. In 24 hours, you have to finish 17 chapters. So even if you give 1 hour per chapter, to 17 hours are gone. But what will happen on that day? Some chapter will take 1.5 hours, some chapter will take 2 hours because there are big chapters also. Okay. And then every student is different. Some are very quick in studying, some are very slow, some are average. Like I'm a very slow learner. I take a lot of time to study. So it will take time. So it becomes very difficult to finish. The number of pages is 400 in the book. Okay. 400 pages to be finished in 24 hours. So what you need is your handwritten notes. I have handwritten notes with me. I can give you that PDF also. But understand, you are appearing for a written exam. You're going for a battle. You do not know how to play with a sword. You do not know how to fire a gun. How will you write the exam there? So writing practice is very much important. So I would advise everybody, if you're missing a lecture due to any reason, okay, you woke up late, whatever the reason is, please complete the handwritten notes. Don't take Xerox, don't take photocopies, don't study from PDFs. You will love only one handwriting. Whose handwriting? Your own handwriting. Okay. So it's very much important. When you write, you understand and write. Okay. Then you will remember forever of your life. Now, 17 chapters are there in the book. It's a 116 marker paper. 100 marks you have to attempt. 70 is descriptive, 30 is MCQ. As per your own caliber, capacity, capability, you tell me how many marks you can score. Tell me. I am not in video. You can talk to me. It's a live face-to-face batch going on. Please talk to me. How many? How much marks you can score in law paper CA intermediate September 25? Tell me. You will write the exam, right? 10 minutes back, you were shouting, yes, sir, yes, sir. September 25, yes, sir. Now tell me. I will teach you full 17 chapters. Okay. Imagine you're writing the exam. How much marks you can aim for? I need 70 marks per student. Single sitting. Huh? It's not that one attempt, मैं 40, then another, मैं 30. No, no. One single student, my friend 40, I 30. No, 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 no. One single student, one single attempt, 70 marks. Why 70? Understand. I hope, do you know the criteria of set off? Have you heard about this word? Anybody who has no idea about set off? Anybody? It's okay. You are come here for the first time. Everybody know what is set off? Now understand why I am always pushing that you have to appear for both the groups. Imagine if I got 160 marks in group 1. The criteria is out of 300 marks. How much you have to get? 150 you have to get. 10 mark is extra. You're appearing group 2 together. Okay. You scored 145. How much is the total? How much is the total? Are you CA inter clear or fail? Clear. That 10 mark extra will be useful in group 2 and vice versa. Vice versa basically means imagine if you got 170 here you got just 140. How much is the total? 310. Have you cleared CA intermediate? Set off. Even that 1 mark, like if you got 151, that 1 mark will be used in the other group. Now, how you can get very good marks? By attempting full paper, by making one subject as very much strong. If you aim for like 40, 40, 40, why 40? That's the passing percentage, passing marks, okay? If I aim for like 40 accounts, 40 law, 40 tax, how much it is? CA intermediate fail. So you need either this or either this paper to be very much strong. And imagine if you appear for group 1 in September, you scored 180 marks. Wow, amazing. Now you are appearing after September, it will be Jan. You scored 140 marks. Group 1 to you clear because you got 180 marks. Group 2 you got 140. Pass or fail? Fail. Why? What is the criteria? 150. But somebody would say, sir, but in group 1 I got 180, but you got in September attempt. Set off is allowed in the same attempt. So it is very important that, see, you will not know as a student till now, whatever level you have studied, like 5th standard, 10th standard, 12th standard, foundation, BCom first year, second year, third year, you have always aimed that I'll get very good marks. I think most of you must have aimed that I'll get rank 1 also. I'll get 100 on 100 also. Have you ever got 100 on 100? What level? Second year. Which subject? Accounts. She is the mother of accounts. Ma. 100 on very good. So now, like people like me also, I also aimed 100 on 100 in accounts. But I did not got. I failed in accounts. Like in Bombay, here also we have college, right? After 10th standard. So in Bombay also we have college. I failed in accounts in 11th standard. I did not got 35 also, including both the terms. My college gave me set off. I mean, they gave me grace mark. Okay. So there was a line in the mark sheet. So my teacher told that you need to meet the principal. I thought I must have topped the college. So my principal wants to meet me. So I went there. Okay. And I studied in like very posh college. Have you heard about South Bombay? Like you have South Bangalore. Like we have South Bombay, like full richness. Like my college is opposite to Marine Drive. Have you heard about Marine Drive? So all rich people, like students used to come in BMW, Mercedes at that time, like super rich kids. I go by train. Now, like me, there were around 4 or 5 students also there. Okay, I'm talking about way back in 2007. Yeah, 2007, when you were somebody was born. Okay, so people like me were sitting there. I asked them what happened. They said I did not understood. So my principal was shouting on me. Okay, she was abusing me in English, and at that time my English was bad. Today also it is bad, but it was worse at that time. I asked, I mean, she was shouting, yelling, idiot, nonsense. Still, it's there in my mind, okay? I asked, ma'am, what happened? Why are you so much upset? I know I have done great. And I was smiling. She said, idiot, stop smiling. I said, ma'am, why? Idiot, you have flunked. She said the word flunked. And at that time, I did not know what a flunk means. I asked, ma'am, means you will give me something? Flunked. She said, you have failed. You have failed. I said, oh, failed? Which subject? Accounts. Then she asked me next very important question of my life. Are you doing CA? Yes, ma'am. First attempt. First attempt I will appear. You will not clear. Okay. And on that day she abused like anything. Half of was like overhead for me. I did not understood whatever she's saying. But still, okay, it is still there in my mind. I still feel that whatever she shouted like 15, 18 years back, it is still there in my mind. I went back home. I realized like so many people are there in my family. They are chartered accountants. I realized I work that I have failed. Okay. Until 10th standard, I was a topper. Like in top three, I was always there. In 11th standard, I failed because like in Bombay, boys, you see greenery everywhere. You go to college, boys can understand this part. Okay. So I was also with some greenery. I was busy, and she cleared. I failed. Okay. Never trust girls. Now I'm telling you, boys. So after that, I realized that I had done a very big blunder in my life. So I studied, and she abused like so much. And she knew my father somehow. She called my father that he will not become chartered accountant. He is doing full time pass here. And boys, our relation with the father is like if the father is in the drawing room, you are in the bedroom. If the father is in the bedroom, you are in the drawing room. Okay, if the father is in the kitchen, you are outside the home only. Like we have a very different relation with father. Okay, you can't argue, you can't talk only with the father. Okay, for us, mummy, mummy. Okay, for us it's mummy. Okay, and it's opposite for the girls. Girls are very much close to the father. So my father abused, not abused. Okay, he thrashed me, slapped. Okay, belt, chappal, flying chappal, everything. Then I studied more harder. I got 98 marks in accounts, 98 in 12th standard in the board exam. And Indian moms. My mom was talking to her sister. If he would have worked more harder now, he would have got 100. That girl, I'm telling you. I said to my mom, I know how I worked to get 98. I failed in 11th, okay? And I worked harder in 12th standard. I'm telling you this because I'm a first attempt chartered accountant. I failed in accounts, but I cleared CA in first attempt. It's about the outlook. It's about the life you want to live for. So I realized why it was important. Like you study in the best college of Bombay and you're failing in accounts, you're doing CA because she's abusing you in some for so many people. Now in my college, my books are there. Okay, my law audit final books are there in my college. So still I tease my principal. Okay, she's retired now, ma'am. CA first attempt. She said, I said it. I said on that day for your betterment. I respected whatever she said. If she would have not said that, I would not be sitting here. So she said in positive way. Because, but when you're young, okay, you think she's mad, old lady. Okay, you will abuse iski maa ka. So I also abused her, but then eventually we realized, okay, it was very much important, and it is very much important. So appearing both the groups is very much important because set off will play a very important role in your life. Like in final CA, like in final we had 800 marks ka paper. 800 marks, maybe we are supposed to get 400. So you are appearing for 1 second. One second. A pencil is not. Like right now, you are appearing for 600 marks. Okay. It's 50% discount. How much you need to give back to ICI? 300. So if you get even 1 mark extra, that would be used in the next group for set off. And post CA, nobody will ask you how much attempt you took to become. Sorry, nobody will ask you how much marks you have scored in any subject. They will ask you how much marks you have got. Sorry, how much attempt you have taken. That is the only thing they will ask you. Nobody will ask you marks ever. Like imagine after becoming CA, if you start your practice, I am your client. Will I ask you how much marks you have got in tax? If you got exemption, then only I will give you my return. Nobody will ask you. Everybody will say how much attempt you took to become a CA. Are you a CA or not? That's the most important question. Okay. So even if you clear at 41 marks, even if you clear at 151 marks, even if you clear at 300 marks, you are still a chartered accountant. So marks is just a number. So see, when you aim for 70, the reason for 70 was when you aim for 70, you land up in 60 marks. When you aim for 60, you will end up in 40. When you aim for 40, you will end up in one digits, 9 mark, 10 mark. Or somebody will get around to, according to the waist size, 32, 34, 36. You will get marks accordingly. So we need to aim 70. See, in 3 papers, you need 1 paper to be very much strong. People who love practical subject, I would advise you focus on accounts. Accounts is more scoring. People who love theory, you can score very good marks in law paper. I think you know the fact that in all the papers we have MCQ. Previously it was not. So 30 mark MCQ into 6 subjects. How much marks MCQ? 180. Imagine, out of 180 marks, if you aim around 150 also, like 150 marks in MCQ, your one group is only based on MCQ then. 150 marks you are getting only because of MCQ. To get all marks, very good marks in MCQ, your concept have to be very much clear. If you're not understanding anything, ask me, sir, I have not understood. Okay. You have paid fees, right? I hope everybody has paid fees. Yes. So you have paid fees. So ask me, sir, I'm not understanding this. Your concept should be very much clear. Whatever notes we are writing, go back home, read whatever notes you have done today. Because next day I have a very bad habit of playing KBC. KBC is like Kaun Banega CA. I'll be asking you questions from the previous day. So on day 2, I'll be asking you day 1 ka question. When you move on to day 3, I'll be asking you day 1, day 2 ka questions. When we move on to day 4, day 1, day 2, day 3 ka questions. So you are there with me. Like you will finish the subject with me only. Okay. So I want everybody to please write the notes whenever we are writing it. Okay. Make sure you go back home, study. People who come from far off. Is there anybody who takes around 2 hours to reach to the class? Anybody? How much time you take? 3 hours every day. Where do you come from? Electronic City. It is outside Bangalore. Where is he coming from? Mysore every day. Hosur. It's very far, right? Hosur. 45 kilometers. How much time does it take? 2 hours. You come 1 hour. Why don't you come together then? She's coming in 1 hour. You are coming in 2 hours. With whom you are coming every day? She is saying, I'm coming in 1 hour from Hosur. You are coming in 2 hours. What are you doing in 1 hour? Somebody said Majestic. So what time you guys wake up? 4 o'clock. Wow. So again, you will take 3 hours to reach back home. Struggle. Very much struggle. Anybody who's coming like very much nearby? How much time? Opposite PG. Don't remain absent anytime, okay? I will send Madhu there, okay? So when you're traveling, like people who are coming by public transport, okay, I was saying that we'll be having the notes. Click the photo in your phone, open the PDF and study when you're traveling. So what happens? Your traveling time you're using it while studying. See, rather than listening songs, watching reel, it's better you study. If you want to watch video, watch my video only. Law video, cheap people, my law video. There are a lot of revision videos of mine. Okay, my video mean law subject video. Okay, so watch those videos so that you're using that time while traveling. See, understand, if you're traveling for like 1.5 hours, 2 hours one side, so 3.5 hours you're wasting time in traveling, but that is mandatory because you can't stay nearby. So use that time for studying only. That is the first reason that it will be useful in set off. Second reason to get 70 marks is if you get 70 marks or a rank. Even rank 1 or rank 50. We have 50 ranks, okay, in CA. At rank 1 or rank 50, or you got 70 marks in law, I'll be taking your law. Inform to the class, to the office, that you have got 70 marks. They will give you my contact details. Okay, you have to send me your mark sheet along with your Aadhaar card. I will be taking you to the Taj Hotel, either a lunch or a dinner from my side. Why are you smiling? I can afford. The face is very garib, I know that, but I can afford. Okay, 2014 we started this. It's been 10 years. Every we started with two students taking to Taj. Okay, see, because I'm teaching a paper which is totally theory. Plus, you're appearing in like CA exams. Getting 70 marks in a theory paper is a difficult job, but there are students who get it. Last to last time, I took 52 people to Taj in Bombay. And like I had a lot of students in Ahmedabad also. Around 18 students went to Ahmedabad Taj. Around 70 students were there for November 23. May 24, Bombay Taj is pending. So if you are to coming to Bombay, I will take you to the Bombay Taj. Or if I am in Bangalore, I will take you to Bangalore Taj. So last time we went in July, taking May 24 and November 23 students of Yeshas. Around 12 students were there. So 3, 4 were rankers and rest were 70 plus who have studied through me. If you have studied through me, if you got a rank or a 70, inform to the class, I will take you to Taj. You'll get food, free food. See, it's not that you can't afford it. Obviously, you can afford it, but it's a very big achievement. In a CA exam, in a theory paper, getting 70 marks, one single student, one single attempt, it's a very big achievement. And you see people like you, yeah, there are different people also. Because the approach was very much different. And because of this motivation, if you get 17 law, understand, if you get 70 marks in one group, your group one is sorted there. Because eventually you need to get 40. Okay. So if I get 40 in other subject, how much is marks, guys? 150. So you need one paper for 70 marks at any cost. And that, see, people who love practical go for accounts. People who love theory go for law paper. And see, it's not at 40, you'll get 42 also, you may get 45 also. But law में 70 is very much easy. Okay. And I need exact 70 marks. I'll be verifying your Aadhaar card also. Okay. But get it. There are a lot of students who have been to Taj with me. I mean, every attempt they go. It's a very, very, very big achievement. Plus, you'll get a certificate from my side on with your photo. You'll get cookies also, like chocolates, cookies from Bombay will be sending you. But Taj, I'll be taking. If you're coming to Bombay, I'll take you to Bombay Taj. If I'm in Bangalore, I'll take you to Bangalore Taj. Whatever. There are two Taj here. Okay. Whatever Taj you tell me, I'll take it. But that has to be 70 marks. Graduates, you need to be highly motivated, more disciplined, because the problem with graduates, like you have a lot of attitude. And it's I'm talking in general, okay? Because you're a graduate, you have high earning capability. Bachelor of Commerce, you are, right? Bachelor of Commerce. So that ego is that comes into your studies. And if that ego comes into your study, trust me, intermediate is very much difficult. Tell to yourself, if you want to be like rich, okay, if you want to make very different career, this is the thing. Study like a student only, like a foundation kid. Okay, study every day 1 hour. I'm not asking more time, just 1 hour I need of your life. Whatever you have done, and this apply for all the subjects. Whatever you have done in the class, go back home, solve it with the teacher. See, understand, time will pass very quickly. Okay, imagine when I go back from here on 12th day, we'll be finishing 10th to 11 chapters. That means more than 50% law syllabus will be over. Mine, mine. I will finish my subject. Okay, I do not know about yours. Same way after law, you must have got your timetable, right? Not yet. So after law, some other subjects will go. So the cycle will be there every time. You will have, I think, 2 or 3 days only you will get leave in the entire journey. Sundays also you don't have a holiday. So you'll have no time for self-study, and self-study is very much important. In the entire journey, I'll explain you why it is important, how beautiful this course is. Don't quit. Don't listen to others. Your relatives are most shitty people, I'm telling you, okay? Okay, your relatives, trust me, your family also, your parents also, they'll be stopping you. Don't give both the groups. But it's not that it's difficult. It's not impossible. People like us, rankers, they give both the groups together. Why you want to say it's both the groups? Just say it's 6 subjects. BCom. BCom people, how many subjects you had in your graduation? 7. You appeared 7 together in parts. 7 together, right? It was 7. So here we have 6 subjects together. Don't say it's both the grades. 6 subjects together. That's it. So stay with the positive mind that will appear for both, clear both, and become seen for certain. Are you sure? Will you clear? Okay. Have you understood all these things? What is the subject? How much marks it is? This is a part 70. 30 is the breakup, 70 is descriptive, 30 is your MCQ. In 70 we have Companies Act for 60 marks, 10 marks is for LLP. If somebody wants to draw this, you can draw in your book, in your notebook if you want to draw. Finish. How much is the target for marks? I hope so. Okay. Now, is anybody still writing? Finished? Okay. Now let's talk about. So we start with Companies Act today. Okay, the first chapter, very basic. First, let's understand the name of the act is Companies Act 2013. Companies Act 2013. Okay. Now the first word is companies. Don't write. I'll let you know when to write. Okay. Now understand. The first word is companies. Anybody, any idea what is a company? Even if it's wrong, it's okay. You can talk to me. Please raise your hand and answer. It's okay, even if it's wrong. Please talk to me. I know it's first day, but please talk to me. Companies. You were saying something, sir. An organization registered under a Companies Act. Now, what do you mean by the word organization? Group of peoples coming together and doing what? Doing something in life. But what doing something? Work together for what? Durgama, where are you? Yeah, you were saying something. In terms of earning what? Profit. The main object of a company, of an organization, is to do business and to earn what? Profit. Okay. Now you guys are genius. Only you know that. Okay. Can you give me some example of a company? Example of any company? Tata. We have Tata. We have Reliance. Okay, very good. What else? That's it. Infosys is there. Very good. Come on, talk to me. Adani. Oh, Infosys. Reliance we wrote. Adani. Somebody said. Wipro. Very important company of the world. Very important. Shut up. My company. Yeah, my company. Very important company of the world. Yeah. Yeah. Now, so these are companies. I'll explain you how these companies are, what these companies are. Okay, companies. Now, what is this 2013? I'm asking 2013. She is saying act. I'm saying what is 2013? What year? When? Happy birthday. In this year, the act was born. Okay, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, yeah. Like you were also born in 2006. Kids. Okay. So this act was born in 2013. But prior to 2013 act, we had something. We had Companies Act 1956. Right now it is 2013. Okay. So whenever we will be writing section numbers, whenever we will be writing what? Section numbers. Okay. So you'll always quote section number will come from 2013. Now I'll be teaching you some rules also. Some rules also. So whenever we give reference of rules, we'll be writing 2014. 2014. So the act came in 2013, but the rules were notified in 2014. 2014. So whenever you're writing section numbers, what will you write? 2013. Whenever you're writing rule ka number, you will write 2014. Same way, like for example, this is a standard rule. When you talk about FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act, the year is 1999. So whenever you will write section number for FEMA, you will be write 1999. But when we write rules of FEMA, it will be FEMA rules 2000. So the next year is always the rules. Okay. For example, we are writing LLP Act. Foundation kids, you know the year of LLP. 2008. So the rules will come from 2009. So always remember. So generally, when we talk about section numbers, it is the main year. The next year is always of the rules. Okay. So the year is Companies Act 2013 for section number. For rules, it is 2014. Now, madam, you are shouting act, act. Please explain me what does act means. Act. What does act means? Somebody was shouting act, act. You said something, sir. Rules passed to the parliament. Through the parliament. Okay. You said something else. Same as above. Same as above. Oh, in the exam also right. Same as the front guy. Question number 2B, same as behind guy. Question number 2C, same as my neighbor. Okay, rules passed through the parliament. Okay, parliament may we have two houses. What are the two houses? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, do you had history subject here in school? History. With history we had a complementary subject. Civics. You had civics also. Cute, slim, sexy subject which nobody studied. Okay, so it says generally first a bill is made. Okay, bill which will contain about all the rules, all the section numbers. That bill is first given to Lok Sabha. After passing through Lok Sabha, it will go to Rajya Sabha. Have you heard all this in civics? Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. Okay. After it gets approved by in Rajya Sabha, the president. The president gives assent. The word is what? Assent. The president gives the assent. Assent basically means an approval. The time president approves it, that bill becomes what? An act. That bill become what? An act. Okay. So this is a standard format, standard base, standard procedure to make an act. A bill is made. Bill means basically a paper which contains all the rules, regulations about particular entity or particular thing what they are bringing up. Then it will be presented in Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha will approve it. Then it will go to Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha will approve it. Then after that it will go to the president. President will give assent. Assent basically means what? Approval. When the president assents it, it becomes an act. Okay. Now, when we talk about Companies Act, that means what we're going to study in this act? Details about companies, different types of companies, rules regarding companies, how many types of company you can form, how many people should be there in the company. Everything about company will be studying in Companies Act 2013. Now, when you want to study an act, okay, what happens generally? There are so many provisions. I hope you understand what provisions. Provisions means rules regarding those particular thing what you are studying. So you can't study everything at a time at the same time. So they have made some numbers. These numbers in English are called as what? Section numbers. What it is called as section number. Okay, after section number, the son of section number is basically called as subsections. What it is? Subsection. The son of subsection is called as clause. The son of clause is called as what? Subclause. Now, like for example, if it is 12.5a3, so I'll say subclause 3 of clause A of subsection 5 of section 12. Okay, so this is the way you read it, like you go reverse. Okay, first we'll say subclause of clause A of subsection 5 of section 12 of Companies Act 2013 or whatever act you are studying. So this is the way you write, you study in the reverse direction. Okay, now when we talk about exam, as a CA intermediate student appearing in September 25, both the groups till now, you tell me, should we remember subclauses? Yes or no? No. Should we remember clauses? Yes. CA intermediate exam September 25, yes or no? No. Should we remember subsections? Yes or no? No. Should we remember section number? Obviously, yes. This much so you should study. So at least section number you have to remember. In our syllabus in CA intermediate, we have section number 1 to section number 148. So we have 148 section in CA intermediate, 149 onwards till the last section 377. We have it in CA final, if any. I mean, if you reach till there, then only you will study. Okay. Till 1 to 140, I'll be teaching you. Okay. It's not that I do not know 149 and onwards. I know. Okay. But in our syllabus, it is 1 to 148. So imagine so many section numbers. If you remember subsections, if you remember clauses, subclauses, your brain is tiny, microorganism size. Okay. And you have other subjects also. So at least we'll make sure we remember the section number. How to remember section number? It is you have to remember. Why you have to remember? Your exam. Who will become CA? You will become CA. Who will get degree? You will get degree. So you have to remember the section number. The best way to remember section number is you need to eat badam. What do you call badam in Kannada? Badam only. In English, what do you call badam? Oh, nice English. Okay, almonds. Yeah. Almonds. You have to eat almonds every day. Two after sleeping, two before waking up. Okay, every day. Oh shit. It's okay. Happy Holi. Now, let's talk about first this act, this law, what it is. I hope you understand what's companies. Okay, companies basically means an organization which is formed to do business and to earn profit. Okay, 2013 is a happy birthday when the year where the act was born. Now we are talking about act. Act basically means rules, regulations. Okay, let's take an example. Okay, few instruction before I start with the session. Number one, do not remain absent. So if you remain absent, one chapter gone for sure. Okay, today we'll finish the first chapter. Number two, please write the notes. It's a request, especially graduates. Write the notes. Today you will not understand their importance, but the day you appear for your exam, at that time your handwritten notes will be very much useful, and you will love only your handwriting. Please write the notes. Even if you're absent, make sure in the next class you complete the notes. Number three, revise and come when you're coming into the class because I'll be doing KBC. See, even if you're not answering, nothing goes off my father. I'm already a chartered accountant. My brother is a CA. Our degree is there on the wall. My family is full happy. We are happy. It will be absolutely your loss. You think video backup is there? If you wanted to watch video, you could have taken a Google Drive lecture. You could have sit at home and watch the lecture. You see this competition. This is the first day. There will be more people joining, online students, other branch also, right? So there are so many students only with Yeshas. There are other classes in Bangalore, right? Entire Karnataka, India, Singapore, Nepal. Close to 1 lakh people will be appearing with you. 1 lakh. How many will pass? Out of 1 lakh, how many will pass? Close to 15,000 will pass only. 15% is the result. Rest everybody will fail. And it's a fact, not today. Since ages, it's a fact. So you need to fit in that 15,000. So please do not remain absent. Please write the notes. Your mobile, okay, your cell phone should be either on switch off or silent mode. Okay. If your parents are calling, okay, parents means your own parents, not her parent, okay, your own parents are calling, please answer. I don't have a problem. Mom and dad have called, there would be some urgency, please answer the call, you can talk, I have no issues. But if babu is calling, tell to the babu, call at 1 o'clock, okay, not before 1 o'clock, okay, because you are there with me studying. Be honest to your degree, because it's your career, not mine, okay. Be honest to yourself. Boys, I'll be making a lot of fun of you. If you have girls, I'm sorry, I can't do that, okay. I'm very much scared of you. Nari Shakti Zindabad, okay. Boys, I'll be making a lot of fun of yours. If you have a problem, change your gender, okay. Cool. If you have a doubt, please ask me. Please be open. Let's, because I'm there with you for next 12, 13 days. Be open. Whatever the doubt is, whatever your concept you're not understanding, please ask me. I'm a normal person like you only, okay. Now, what's your name, sir? Prashant, okay. You're from Bangalore? Born and brought up here? Okay. When is your coming out day? I mean, your Jayanti, the day you were born, Jan 13th, every year, right? Yeah. Okay. Do you have any sibling, Prashant? Brother, elder, younger? Elder, what is he doing? Oh, he's working, right? He's not doing CA. Oh, wow, nice. So Prashant was born on 13 Jan, right? Now, when he was born, his father was very much happy. Okay. He rushed to the hospital. He asked nurse, what has happened? Nurse said, something has happened. Okay. So father asked, what has happened? Okay. Nurse said, lifted Prashant, tuck, boy has happened. Okay. That's the only way to check, no other way. Okay. Now, so Prashant, the father was very happy. We have one more kid, Prashant. He named him Prashant. And then Prashant went to school. You went to school, right? Yeah, okay. Now, till 8th, 9th, 10th, like generally boys, you remember your school days, okay? I think most of us were very notorious. Yeah. You should teach girls, teach teachers. Half the time you are outside the class. Okay. After 10th, he went to college. Like in 11th and 12th, you went to college, right? Okay. So generally, boys love college because in school you are using two uniforms every day. I mean, in when you go to college, you see greenery everywhere. You wear colorful clothes. Okay, and it's a very different feeling. Like you wear colorful clothes and you're studying. You're going for studying. Okay. He went to college. He became graduate. Now, when he became graduate, his father gifted him a bike. Like, and boys and bike have a like blood relation. Okay, bike. Now, imagine, then he started doing his CA course. The day he started doing his CA course, he became CA one day. Now, you tell me, if you got 70 marks in law, okay, 70 marks. So you'll get Taj, Hungry India. I threw a party, like entire batch have got 70 marks. Prashant was also there. Food, eating, dancing, drinking. Okay. Orange, black, white. Now, Prashant, at your house, you must be having some time limit to go back home. Do you have any time limit that, or in case if you don't come, also it's okay? By 10 a.m. or p.m.? 10 p.m. Okay. So let's amend this and say 11 p.m. So he has a rule, he has a regulation that 11 p.m. you have to be at home. Come what may, you have to be at home. Okay. So this is my first example. Madam, what's your name? How do you spell? Subhiksh. Okay. Now you must be having some rule at home also, a deadline. No deadline? Modern Bangalore. No, generally, like till what time you have to be at home? 7. Okay. So I write at 8 p.m. Okay, 8 p.m. So by 8 p.m. you have to be at home. Okay. Now she also got 70 plus mark. Okay. I threw a party. She was also eating, dancing, drinking water. Okay. Now, what happened? Because it was a party time, everybody got late. So Subiksha ka rule was At 8 p.m. has to be at home. Come what may, she has to be at home. Okay. She reached home at 9 p.m. You tell me, did she broke a rule? Did she broke a regulation? Yes or no? Did she broke law? Once again, you said law is rule and regulation. I asked you first question, did she break rule? You said yes. She broke regulation? Yes. Did she broke law? Yes or no? Either I am confused or you are confused. 5 minutes prior, I asked you what is law. You said rule, regulation. Okay. Now I am asking you, did she break the rule? You said yes. Did she broke regulation? Yes. Did she broke law? Yes or no? No. Okay, hold on. Some people are saying yes. Same example, Prashant. Prashant reached home at around 1:30 a.m. Okay, and he was full high. Okay. He had four potato juice. Potato juice basically means vodka. Vodka. Okay. Now, 1:30 p.m. he was at the door. Okay, he was ringing the bell. Okay. Now he had rang the bell, but he did not realize. Okay, on the father has opened the door on the father's nose. Ting tong, ting tong. So he's saying to the father, Father, Papa, why are you looking to me tutu? I have tutu, father. Okay. Now he reached. His rule was to reach at 11 p.m. He reached at 1:30 a.m. Did he broke a rule? Yes or no? Did he broke a regulation? Yes, yes. Now, generally, when you break a rule or when you broke a regulation, okay, so the opposite party, like in this case, his father. So, what he will do? He will say, okay, I will give you punishment, okay, or I will give a fine. Will his father give a fine to him? You have broken a rule, you have to deposit 1,000 rupees to me. Now, generally, boys, if you break a signal, okay, what do you say to the police guy? Come na, side. Okay, so he's also, Papa, come na. Now, did he broke? Again, we do. Okay, did Prashant broke a rule? Did Prashant broke a regulation? But did Prashant broke a law? Yes or no? No. No. Here also no. Hold on. Imagine Prashant was on the bike. What's her name? No name. She's Chinese. It's okay. See, imagine if her parents are not agreeing, we will only be there. I will come with you. Okay. I support love. Okay. Yeah. Tell me, what's her name? He's blushing. It's okay. We support love. Everybody is there. What's her name? No one. Are you straight? Are you telling any name or should I write my any name here? My choice? Okay. Sakuba is my maid actually, okay? Love is deep, okay? Now, so Prashant and Sakubai. So Prashant was on the bike, Sakubai was behind him, okay? They were on the bike, they were enjoying the Bangalore weather, very amazing weather in Bangalore, okay? He was pressing the brake in between. Boys, you can understand this. Okay, now he saw there's a signal, okay, red light, but he thought that if I press the brake, okay, it will not be good. So he jumped that signal. The time he jumped the signal, from there the Pandu came. The Pandu, the police guy. What do you call him in Bangalore? Mama, Mama. Oh, yeah. So the police guy, the Mama came. Okay, now understand. There was a red light. He jumped that signal. Did he break a rule? Did he broke a regulation? Did he broke a law? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now understand the difference in the first example and the second example. When I took the example of Prashant and Subiksha, when they came late, they broke a rule, they broke a regulation. But you tell me, was it governed by any authority? No. So they did not broke a law. Now when Prashant and Sakubai were on the bike, they were enjoying the weather, okay? They broke that signal. They broke rule, they broke regulation, they broke a law also because there is an authority. That authority is the traffic police. So when there is an authority and when you break that rule regulation, that means it is called as law. Understood the difference? So can we say like this that every rule is a law, but every law is not a rule. Every rule is not a law, but every law is a rule. Understood the difference? So basically, law means there has to be some authority who's governing it. Like in my example, the traffic police authority. When we talk about Companies Act, here there is an authority called as Company Law Board. He says that company law board, which was there previously. Now this board is dissolved. Now it is not there. Now it is called as National Company Law Tribunal. What it is? National Company Law Tribunal. We call them as NCLT. NCLT ka full form is what? National Company Law Tribunal. Or you can use the word tribunal also. When we say tribunal, it always means NCLT only. NCLT ka full form is what? National Company Law Tribunal. Understood this much? Okay. What's your name, sir? You're behind you. How do you spell? Izan. Okay. Izan. Okay. Now, Izan, imagine if you want a mobile phone or a laptop. Okay. Can you go directly on the shop and buy it? No parents ka permission you need. Yeah, you need, like, whose permission you need? Father. Okay. Because obviously he's a sponsor, right? His name would be there every time. Laptop sponsored by father. Okay. So you require father's ka permission. Madam, if you want to buy a mobile phone, or maybe you want to go for a party, okay, imagine you're giving party to the entire batch today. So you will buy something for us, right? So do you require anybody's permission? No, you can give, right? So today she is giving the party to us. What do you guys want to have today in the breakfast? Tell me. What do you want to eat? Do, do I look like a waiter here? Some madam is shouting that does that. Okay. So if you want to spend money, like mobile, you want to buy laptop, you require permission. Okay. Now he's a Supreme Court. Okay. But boys, generally we have a different relation with the father. So first we need to give a request to somebody. Okay. So Izan will give a request to the mummy. Okay. Mummy, I want a mobile phone. At the first instant, mummy will ignore you as usual. Okay. Then you look at mummy, I want a mobile phone. Now that request will go to the father then. Okay. So mummy do not request to the father. Okay. Mummy give the order to the father. Okay. You have to. Okay. You have to bring mobile phone for Izan. Now, so in our life, we give a request to somebody, that somebody gives the request to the other somebody, that somebody gives the final approval. Same way in a company also, the company will first give a request to somebody, that somebody will give a request to other somebody, and final approval will come from that somebody. Now, who is this somebody? Mummy is basically called as registrar of companies. What it is? Registrar of companies. In short, it is called as ROC. What it is? ROC. What is the full form, guys? It is registrar of companies. What it is? Registrar of companies. Registrar. Okay, now understand. I'm saying one line. The registrar of companies register the company in the register of companies. Full overheads. The registrar of companies register the company in a book called as Register of Companies. Understood the English? Yeah, it's a very funny language. Anybody from other than English medium, like vernacular medium, Kannada, Gujarati, Marathi medium? Anybody? It's okay, raise your hand. It's okay. Kannada medium. Majority of you Kannada medium. Anybody other than Kannada medium? All are other are English people. Okay, Kannada people, do not worry. I'll prove this. English people will also do not know. Okay, I'll prove you. Okay. Now, so registrar of companies. The final approval will come from Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Like you also have affairs? Yeah. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. We call this as MCA. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So when you're writing in the exam, okay, like every time you will see a very, very crucial word, ROC. Because all the things are approved via ROC only. You give a request to the ROC. Then ROC takes the paper to the final authority. Who's the final authority here? MCA. What's the full form of MCA? Ministry of Corporate Affairs. But in the exam, you will not write MCA. You will be writing the word called as CG. CG means what? Central government. Now in India, who is the central government? Modi ji. BJP. BJP is not the central government. Central government is central government. Bharat Sarkar. Modi ji is, and the BJP is a party who is ruling the central government. Okay. So never write BJP in the exam. Imagine if a Congress guy is checking your paper and he's a fan of Rahul Gandhi. Okay. So understand, in the exam you'll write CG. See, when I say central government, it's a very broad term. So they have divided into different minutes, like income tax may, when you say. So when I say you have to give documents to the central government, okay? So income tax authority is called a central government there. When we talk about GST department, so their central government is like the GST authority. When we talk about company, we talk about what? MCA. So different ministries are there, okay? So in the exam, when you want to give request, you will give request to whom? ROC. What is the full form of ROC? Registrar of Companies. What is the full form of MCA? Ministry of Corporate Affairs. In the exam, if you're writing CG, 99% write CG only. CG basically means it is MCA only. Okay. Do you know MCA ka website is also there? Anybody know what is the website of MCA? I'll show you it. So other than Facebook, other than other website, guys, there's a website called as MCA. It's mca.gov.in. So this is a website of MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Okay, Government Affairs. Oh, Modi ji rocks. First one. Yeah, Modi ji. Man ki baat. Oh. So generally it happens in our exams also. As a teacher, I'll be teaching everything. Like when you talk about theory paper, okay. Like BCom may also you must be having some theory. Okay. Do you had OC subject or organization of commerce? No. What theory you had in your BCom? Audit HRD. HRD full form? Human resource development. Oh, how much you have developed human resource development. So your teacher, your college teacher, your tuition teacher must have taught you with like full energy, full heart. But eventually you follow Modi ji. Man ki baat. Whatever your heart will say, you will write that only. Okay. So when we talk about MCA, so MCA basically means like everything is electronically. If you want to start a company, you have to file documents online. You have to close a company, you have to file the documents online. You want to do meetings, everything is now online. The website is mca.gov.in. If you see here, register your company. Can you see this? Then company forms download, close your company, register your LLP. Why LLP they are asking? Because foundation kids, you know, LLP is a mixed breed of partnership firm and company. So I'll be teaching you all that. So for our LLP also the authority is MCA only. Okay, because a mixed breed. So, oh, auntie. She has made her life like hell, like all the chartered accountant lives hell. Okay, auntie. She doesn't smile. Okay, only one meme is there of her, which is viral on Instagram. I'll show you that meme. She's doing like this. I have to give one budget, not do whatever you want. So she doesn't smile. So anything regarding company, you have to go to this website mca.gov.in. Okay, like everything is here. Like if you want to study companies act, also you can open this. So you have so many acts which is relevant for company. If I open companies act, see, can you see this preliminary? So that's the chapter in we'll study incorporation, we will study prospectus, we will study then companies, private placement, will study share capital, will study acceptance of deposit, registration of charges, management, administration, declaration, payment of dividend, accounts of company, and audit and auditors. So till chapter 10, we have in CA intermediate. Chapter 11 onwards, till the last chapter, chapter 29 miscellaneous, that is in CA final. So we have till chapter number 10. You don't have to remember chapter numbers, you just have to remember the section numbers. Okay, to 1 to 148 we have the section numbers. Then we have schedules. A lot of schedules are there. Schedules are basically annexures to the law. Annexures. Okay, if you see schedule 5, schedule 6, schedule 7. Okay, and they've given reference of Companies Act 1956 also. So if somebody wants to understand the provision, they can refer to 1956 also. But in practical life, we have only one act going on. What is the year? 2013. Now, does anybody know Schedule 3? Graduates, you must be knowing Schedule 3. Schedule 3 is basically the balance sheet ka format. So Companies Act ka balance sheet ka format is in Schedule 3. P&L balance sheet ka format. Does anybody know Schedule 2? Schedule 2 is depreciation. So all the depreciation calculation working, how to calculate depreciation is written in Schedule number 2. You must have learned directly in your graduation, but in CA intermediate, the accounts teacher will be teaching you Schedule 3 the entire format. Okay. So this is all about Companies Act. Have you understood the background of companies? Okay. Have you understood what is the law? So every law will have a rule, but every rule is a may or may not be a law. Understood the difference? Now, Guys, when we talk about company, now you tell me. So we are going in now more deep. Company. In India, how many kinds of companies are there? How many kinds? Give me example. Even if it's wrong, it's okay. It's a first day you have come to study something. Somebody said private company. Very good, madam. Then we have public company. What else? OPC. Somebody shouting OPC. Then government company. What else? Section 8 company. Very good. Somebody said foreign company. Then somebody shouting subsidiary company, holding company. Somebody shouting associate company. Okay, very good. Oh, small company. Wow. If small is there, then big also. Section 8 we wrote. Very good, madam. Listed company. If listed is there, then unlisted also there. Wow, you're smart. Limited. Oh, limited by shares wala company. And limited by guarantee company. Wow, very good. Oh, unlimited company then. Nice. Unlimited company. Then dormant. Okay, dormant company. That's it. Oh, Nidhi company also. Very good. That's it. Full Gujri it is. Kassa. In India, there are only two kinds of company. How many types? Two types. It is my finger, democratic country it is. Okay. Now, there are only public and private. Rest other subtypes are public and private. So in any time of your life, okay, somebody is asking how many kinds of company in India are there? There are only two kinds of company. What are the two types of company? Public and private. Okay. Now, I'm writing few words on the screen. Okay. I want everybody to answer. Okay. Even if it's wrong, it's okay. At the most, what will happen? I'll make your fun. That's it. Okay. Nothing else. So I'm writing a word called as member. Then something called as director. Then something called as there's subscriber. Then there's something called as promoter. Then there's something called as shareholder. Yeah, five words are there. One by one, anybody please explain me. Even if it's wrong, it's okay. Please explain. Yes, Prashant. Why are you shouting? Can you be polite, please? It's a first day. Mine also, you're also. Yeah. Director manages the company. So he said director are the persons who manages the company. Okay. What else? Anybody? 1 second. Directors are selected by the members. But director, we have understood. Directors are the persons who manage the company. Other than director. This is done. 1 second, uncle. Yes, madam. Shareholders are the one who invest in the company. Who put the money. He's called as a shareholder. So she is saying shareholders are the persons who invest in the company. Very good. Yes, uncle, you are shouting something. Sit, sit. You have paid fees, sir. Sit and answer. Shareholders are the owners of the company. Oh, very nice. No. So we have got director, we have got shareholder. Three things are left. Where are you, Sai Baba? Who's shouting about promoter? Yes, Sai Baba. Very good. Promoters are the person who take initiative to start a company. Okay, he's called as a promoter. Very good. Now we are level member and subscriber. 1 second. Madam is saying subscribers are those people who subscribe shares of the company. Smart you are. Which Godi A2 you eat? You call Godi A2, right? Ata. Godi A2. Godi A2 is Ata only, right? Yeah, same. Yeah. Now we have level member. Balcony boys, are you there with me? Yeah. Please answer. Even if it's wrong, it's okay. Member. What do you mean by the word member? Member. Member, he says, who has a voting power. That's correct. He who has a voting power. But how do you identify who's a member? Who owns a share? Madam said, shareholders are the person who invests in the company. Shareholder with voting power are called as member. Wow. Anybody else? Member. Member का definition I need. Anybody? Nobody? So there is a difference. Okay, in all the words. Let's first understand. Okay. Now imagine Izan, right? You're born and brought up in Bangalore only. Then where are you from? Tamil Nadu. Wow. Where in Tamil Nadu? It is there somewhere, right? How far it is? How far it is from Bangalore? Oh, it's on the border basically. Okay. So imagine Izan want to do some business. What business you will do? What? Scrap? S- Scrap. Gujri item, right? Gujri. Yeah. Iron slab. Okay. But that's a very difficult business. Let's make it very simple business. Izan want to sell idli and vade. Very quick business. It is a startup. Bangalore being a startup city. Now he saw so many kids in Yeshas Academy. Okay, all three floors batches are going on. So many hungry India people. Okay, okay, they will come for the breakfast. Okay, and idli vade is a staple food of the Bangalore people. Okay, so he thought that he will in the first batch when I came in Bangalore. Okay, so I said it is let's do vada pav ka business. So one boy stood up and said, "Sir, why vada pav? We'll sell idli only here." So from that day, I say we do idli ka business, and it's not vada, it is vade. Okay, yeah, idli and vade. Now, Izan is an individual. He is doing idli and vade ka business. Now, you tell me, as an individual, in which form of entity, in which form of organization he can do business as an individual? He is called as the sole proprietor. Now, you know the pros, you know the cons also of sole proprietor. Imagine if he has taken some money from all of you. Okay, Izan has taken some money. And madam, can you see his face, please? The third guy, the ugly fellow here. You saw him? Yeah. Now imagine he has taken your money and he is not paying you the money. What will you do? What will you do? Ask him, he is not paying only. He said, I will not give. Do whatever you want to do. What will you do now? What will you do? He is not giving your money. Imagine he took 5 lakh rupees from you. He is not paying your money. You're asking him, please give me my money, please give me my money. He is not giving your money. What will you do? Boys, if he has not given your money, what will you do? Okay. Boys so will go for a fight. Somebody is filing saying they will file a case. That case in English is called as sue. What will you say? Sue. So you will do sue with full force and effect. Okay, sue. Now the problem with sole proprietor is that the liability is unlimited. If he is not paying the money, boys, what will you do? Sue. Take his house, car, bungalow, kidney, lungs, intestine, everything. Okay, because the liability is unlimited. Okay. Now Izan was sole proprietor. So he thought one day he was walking on the street. Okay, there Prashant was sitting. Okay, he saw Prashant. Prashant saw Izan. Both of them thought that whatever now do, Izan says to Prashant, now whatever we do together. Everything we'll do together. So two people coming together and doing business, doing business. Yeah. What they will form? Partnership form. Now two people selling both idli and vade. One selling idli, other one selling vade. Together they are doing business. Again they form a partnership firm. Same problem, they took a loan. Now they are not paying the loan. What will you do? Sue. Okay. Lungs, intestine. Okay. Full body going. Money, assets, car, house, everything at stake. Because the liability is what? Unlimited. So that is about partnership firm. Now these two people came to me. They came to me. Sir, whenever we do business, we take money from the people. Okay. We want to give the money, but we don't have the money. So people come and do susu on us. So it's very difficult. So everybody is susu on us, sir. It is very difficult for us. So I told them, let's form a company. Do one thing, form a company. Now in India, I just taught you like 10 minutes prior. How many kinds of company are there? Two types of company. What are the two types of company, guys? One is a private company, other one is a public company. Now you please use your little common sense and tell me there are two people. If there are two people, what kind of company they can form? If there are two people, what kind of company they can form? Private company. Which kind of company? Private company. Now imagine they said, sir, we want to go big. We want to be like become big like Mukesh. Okay, my brother. Yeah, my he's my very good friend. We are childhood friends. Mukesh Ambani. Yeah. Now, he says, I want to be like Sir Mukesh Ambani. So I said, if you want to become like Mukesh Ambani, you have to form a public company. Now, these are two people, Izan and Prashant. They would need more people. So you will need Pandavas. How many Pandavas were there in India? Five. So these are two people plus five Pandavas. Total will be how much? Seven. To form a public company, how many people we require? Seven. In a private company, how many people we require? Two people. Now, Izan thought that he will do idli and vade ka business. Izan thought. Okay, he thought that he will form a private company. He thought that the name of the company would be what? Name would be what? What name you want? Izan. Idli and what is the business? But name. TI Idli Boys. Idli Boys Private Limited. Okay. He thought this is the name of the company. Now, everything Izan is thinking that he will do this business, this will be the name of the company. Izan, out of this word, what Izan would be called? Choose. Please choose what Izan would be called. Izan would be called as what? Promoter. So, how many promoters are required? How many promoters are required? One. How many promoters are required? One. See, promoter is basically a person who thinks that I will do this business. Okay. Whether he forms a private company or public, that's a different story. But one guy is required to think about the business, the name of the company. He's called as a promoter. Now, if he thinks that he will form a private company, or if he thinks he will form a public company. In case of private company, how many people are required? Private company. Two. Public में, private में, public, private, public, seven. Okay. Those two people or those seven people are called as subscribers. Those people are called what? Subscribers. In India, when you form a company, two main important documents are there on which the company is standing. There are two important documents in English is called as Maua and Aua. Maua means Memorandum of Association. Aua means Articles of Association. So those two people and those seven people will be signing it. Okay, that we are the subscribers. Like those are the initial people who have started the company. So those two people are called as what? Those two people are called as what? Subscribers. Those seven people are called as what? Subscribers. Who subscribe to the Maua and Aua. Okay. How we form Maua will be doing in a later stage. We have a proper chapter of Maua. I'll be teaching you there. Okay. But have you understood subscribers? Now, so first Izan was a promoter. He thought that I will form a company. Then he signed the Maua. He became what? Subscriber. Plus other people are also there. Okay. Now, when they subscribe, they take some guarantee that will be buying some shares of the company. Now, when they take some shares of the company, those people are called as what? When these people are buying the shares of a company, these people are called what? Shareholders. These people are called as what? Shareholders. So, shareholder means a person who, Madam said, he who invests in the company, who buys the shares of a company. Okay, he's called as what? Shareholder. Okay. Now, right now it's 9 o'clock. In 15 minutes, market will open. Which market? Stock market. Okay. Imagine at 9:15 the market opens. I buy one share of Reliance. One share of Reliance at 9:15. Okay. And 10 o'clock the price went up. I want to sell the share of Reliance. Can I sell it? I can sell it, right? So from 9:15 to 10 o'clock, I was holding one share of Reliance. Choose a word out of so many words. Who am I? Member, director, shareholder, promoter, subscriber. Who am I? I was holding the share of Reliance. I am called as the shareholder of Reliance. I am called what? Shareholder of Reliance. Understood this much? Now, if I don't want to sell the share, can I not sell the share? Yes or no? It's my wish. It is my investment. It is my money. Okay. If I will keep it for, in your book, it is T plus, no, now it is T plus 1. T plus 1 day. Now, T plus 1 day basically means trade day or the transaction day plus 1 day. Like, for example, today is which day? Thursday. Okay, on Thursday, if I'm buying the share, that's a trade day. By Friday, that share will come into my account. In which account? In my demat account. In which account, guys? Demat account. Now, the time the share comes into my demat account, same way, that at the same time, my name will be going with the in the company's books. There's a book called as ROM. Which book it is? ROM. This ROM is called as Register of Members. So my name would be written here. The share will come into my account and my name will go into the company ka book. Which book? Register of Members. Guys, which book? Register of Members. Okay. So the time my name goes in ROM, I become the member of the company. I become what? Member of a company. Now imagine from 9:15 till 10:30 I was holding the share. Who was I? Shareholder or member? Who was I? Shareholder or member? I bought the share of Reliance like 1 month ago. It is still there in my demat account. Who am I? Who am I? But once again, the when will you become member? When you will hold the shares of the company. See, the first thing is you need to buy the shares. Once you hold the shares, you have to keep it for T plus one. T plus one means what? The trade day plus one day. Okay, previously it was T plus two. Now it is T plus one. Okay, trade day plus 1 day. Now imagine if I buy the shares on Friday. By what day the shares will come into my demat account? Monday. Saturday, Sunday market is closed. So if you buy on Friday, it will go on Monday. Okay. Now the time my shares are in my demat, my name will go in the ROM. The time my name is there in the ROM, I am the member of a company. Can we say like this? Every member has to be a shareholder, but every shareholder may or may not be a member. Understood this? If you are a member of a company, you will obviously have hold the shares of a company, but every shareholder may or may not be the member. Have you heard about a concept called as intraday? Intraday basically means same day buy, same day sell. So imagine at 9:30 if I buy some shares, at 12 o'clock if I'm selling it. So imagine 1,000 shares I was holding. So for the 2 hours I was holding 1,000 shares of Reliance. So for the 1,000 shares, who was I? Shareholder or member? Shareholder or member? When will I become member? When I hold the shares, it become T plus one. Then I will become the member of Reliance. Now understand, who gets the dividend? Shareholder or member or both? Who gets the dividend? Shareholder, member, both. Member. The main evidence is ROM. If your name is there in the ROM, what is the full form of ROM? Register of Members. If your name is there in the ROM, you are the member of a company. All the rights, voting rights, okay, dividend, financial statement copy, all these rights are given to whom? The member of the company. How to become a member of the company? When you hold the share for how many days? T plus one. The main evidence is ROM. If your name is there in the ROM, you are the member of a company. Understood? Now, so I have taught you right now shareholders and member. Now, directors. Imagine, Izan was the first, he was the promoter. He thought I will do idli and vade ka business. Then he signed the Mahua and Ahua along with other people. He became what? Subscribers. When he's subscribing, he obviously will take some shares. When he took the shares, he became the shareholder. After T plus one, the shares will go to his demat account. So he will become what? Member of the company. Once the company is incorporated, obviously it was his business. He will be running the business. He will be managing the business. Once he manages the business, he's called as what? Director. He's called as what? Director. See, understand, the guy is same. The situations are different. Like when you're incorporating a company, starting with the guy is called as what? Promoter. Now, when you sign Mawawa, you become what? You become the subscriber. You become the subscriber. When you're subscribing, obviously you have to take some share, at least one share you have to take. So when you take the share, you become the shareholder. Obviously, your name would go into the demat account, you will become the member of the company. Now, once you become the member of the company gets incorporated. If he wants to run the business, he will become the director. Now imagine if he says that I will just start the company, okay, I will start the company. I will be just the promoter. I will hold some shares, okay, I will have my holding there. I don't want to run the business. I will appoint Dhoni to run the business. So if he has appointed Dhoni to run the business, Dhoni is called as what? Dhoni is a director. Like for example, Dhiru Ambani. Dhirubai, you know, Dhirubai. Okay, Dhirubai became late one day. So Dhirubhai started the company. So Dhirubhai was the promoter. He was the subscriber. He was the shareholder. Then he became the member. Okay. But Dhirubhai was not managing the company. Okay. He has given it to Mukesh Ambani when Dhirubhai was alive. Okay. He was but holding the shares. So he was the promoter because he started the company. Okay. Then he signed the MOA. He was a subscriber also. He was holding the share till he died. So he was the member also. But he was not running the business. Who was running the business? Mukesh Ambani. So who's the director there? Mukesh Ambani. Another example, Ratan Tata. So Ratan Tata was also holding some shares in the company. So previously he was a director, but when he took retirement, was he managing the company? Somebody else was managing the company. So people who manage the company is called as what? Directors. So can we have different directors? Yes or no? Can we have different shareholders members also? Yes. But the promoter is always the same. You can't change the promoter because you have started the company. Understood the concept? See, different words would be used at different places. Okay. But have you understood this cycle? First, you are the promoter, then you become the, then you become the, then you become the, then you become the director. Generally, that promoter will only become the director because it is his company, it is his business. But if you want to appoint somebody else as a director, allowed, not allowed? Allowed. You can appoint somebody else also. Understood the concept? Now, so in India, there are how many kinds of company? Two types. What are the two types? Private and public. Now, when we talk about subscribers, so minimum subscribers, or you can say minimum members in a private company. How many are there? It is two. Public में it is 7. Maximum members in a private company. In a private company, 200. In a public company, it is unlimited. Guys, in a private company, it is 200. In a public company, it is unlimited. Now, my best friend ka company, Reliance Industries Limited. The name is Reliance Industries Limited. On seeing this name, Reliance Industries Limited, RIL, we call this as, you tell me, it is which company? Private company or public company? Private company or public company? It is Mukesh Ambani ka company, my best friend, my younger brother. Tell me, private or public? But it is Mukesh Ambani ka company. How did you identify it? The name ends with the word limited. If you want to identify any company, just see the name of the company. If the name ends with the word limited, it is which company? It is public company. If I write there ABP Limited or ABPVT Limited or AB Private Limited, then it is which company? Private company. Understood? So if you want to identify a private company, here the name will end with PVT Private Limited. Here the name will end with limited. Understood? Now, to run a private company, we require minimum directors. In a private company, how many minimum directors are there? It is 2. Public may 3. Public may is how much? 3. Private may is 2. Public may is 3. Then I'll be teaching you in some other subject, in other class, minimum quorum. Minimum quorum. Quorum. Anybody, any idea what is the word quorum? Anybody? Even if it's wrong, it's okay. Balcony boys. Minimum people required in order to start a meeting. Correct. Like for example, if 2 students are there in the class, then only I'll start a batch. So the minimum attendance you can see. So same way in a company, if minimum people are there, then only meeting would be there. Okay. Boys, you tell me, to have a meeting, how many people are required? Minimum 2. Alone you can't do, na? Okay. How many people are there? Minimum 2. Public may? No idea. 5, 15, 30. How 5, 15, 30 will be coming, I'll be teaching in a chapter called meetings. That we do it at a later stage. Okay. But just remember, it is 5, 15, 30. So just remember, here all the things are 2, 2, 2. Minimum subscribers, 2. Minimum director, 2. Minimum quorum, 2. Public may it is minimum subscribers, 7. Maximum it is unlimited. Minimum director, 3. Quorum is 5, 15, 30. Understood the word? Have you understood the word promoter? Promoter is the person who initiates the company. After becoming a promoter, okay, you will sign the Mahuwa. You become the, after signing the subscribers, I mean the Mahuwa, you will buy some shares. You are a shareholder. You will the shares will go to your demat account. The time it goes to your demat and the company ka ROM, you become the member. Okay, now you will run the company. Directors. Understood? Okay. When Prashant was born on 13 January, the municipality people gave us one certificate. That is called as what? Birth certificate. Same way here also, the mummy. Who's mummy? I taught you today only. Mummy, mummy. Mummy is what? ROC. Mummy will give us one certificate. That certificate is called as what? Certificate of Incorporation. That certificate is called what? Certificate of Incorporation. In English, we call this as COI. COI. What it is? COI. COI. Certificate of Incorporation. COI. Okay. Understood? Now, boys and girls and others. Okay. You should respect all gender. Okay. I am teaching the most important section of your life. Today, when you go back home, tell to your parents that this is it. Other than this, nothing is there. I am teaching you section number 2. Bracket meant is 7 7. Now, when I say 7 7, see, section is 2. In all the act, whenever you are studying, the first section will talk about applicability. So, Companies Act is applicable to whole of India. When I say whole of India means, whole of India means what? Entire India. Previously, it was excluding Jammu Kashmir, but then the rule got changed. Now it is Companies Act is applicable to whole of India. Full stop. All the applicabilities are always written in section number 1. All the definitions are always written in section number 2. All the definitions are written in section number 2. Now, when we talk about definition, this bracket generally I taught like some time back. After section number, what is the next thing? Subsection. After that subclause, correct? But when you talk about definition, this bracket thing is called as clauses. Only in section number 2. The section number 2 clause number is 77. Only in definitional section, these are not called as subsection. These are called as what? Clauses. Only in which section? Section number 2. That's definitional section. Okay. So today I'm teaching you the most important, my favorite section, guys. We call them as relatives. Tell to your parents only this relatives are there. Okay. Only this, nobody else. How do you remember? Like in Hindi, we say do sat sat. 7 is called as sat sat. How many people we require? 7. Okay. 7 people. First relative. I am there and my real wife is there. Okay. So in English, why are you laughing? I can do husband and own wife. Okay. Own wife. Okay. Owned, no, own, real wife. Number 2, members of HUF. What is HUF? Hindu Undivided Family. The third one is others. The first one is husband and wife. Number 2 is your members of HUF. Number 3 is your others. Now imagine when I talk about others, there's a guy called as Yo-Yo. So my first relative is papas. Other one is mamas. Third one is brothers. Then we have sisters, sons. Then we have son's wife. Then we have daughter. Then we have daughter's husband. Now understand. I have written the word papas, mamas. Papas. One papa, chuchu papa. English medium. Answer. Papas. Papas means in English it is plural, right? Papas. Bottle, bottles. Mic, mics. Laptop, laptops. Papa, papas. One papa, chuchu papa. One chuchu. No, 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 no. Chuchu Papa. One to my original father. Other. No, no, no father-in-law. Father-in-law is not a relative. As per the definition, I have to go back home also. No, as per the definition, father-in-law is not a relative. Okay. So here when I say papas, one is so the original father, my own father. Other one is the stepfather. What do you mean by the word stepfather? I mean, I can't explain you. It will be wrong on my part. Stepfather, you know, right? Stepfather. In Hindi we call it Najayas. Najayas father. Okay, stepfather. It happens some way. I can't explain you. Okay, here I can explain you. Okay, mamas. Mamas means one to my original mummy, other one neighbor auntie, mummy. Okay, stop imagining your auntie, including step. Okay, step basically. Okay, you know a step, right? We do the year, brother. One to my original brother, other one step brother. Sisters, one my original sister, other one step sister. When I say S, it basically means the step. Step is also included. Okay, boys, this is very my favorite, very much interesting. Sons. One to my original son. Okay. Rest every time I come in Bangalore, like last month also I was in Bangalore. This month also is there. Okay. So on the streets of Bangalore, somebody shouting Abba Jan, Abba Jan. Okay. All those are mine. Companies Act says there is no limit on the number. It all depends on stamina. Okay. Pogo people are not understanding here. Okay. Including step. Now, below step, below the son, there is son's wife. Son's wife is also relative. Son's wife in Kannada, what do you call them? So say. So say. Very interesting. Daughter. What it is? Daughter. 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 That means my original daughter. Stepdaughter is not my daughter. See, everywhere it is S. That means it is step. Only in daughter, there is no stepdaughter. You're feeling bad? Are you step of somebody? I do not know why it is there. If you have a problem, go to Modi ji. Okay, mail to Delhi. These people will explain. In the definition, it is this only. Stepdaughter is not covered here. Okay, I do not know the logic why it is not that. But everywhere it is step except the daughter. Below daughter, what it is? Daughter's husband. What do you call daughter's husband in Kannada? What? Oh, Alia. Alia, right? Alia. Same one, same. Okay. So this is your relative. So the definition of relative is, I mean, the section number is 277. We need to remember 277. First one is what? Husband and wife. Don't write my name in the exam. Write husband and wife. Number two, members of HAF. Number three, others. In others, the first one is the papas, mamas, brothers, sisters, sons, wife, daughter. I'm below daughter. Daughter's husband. Why are we studying this? Why are we studying this? Ma life, ma rules. I wanted to teach. That is the reason we are teaching you. It will be useful in some answers that relate a definition. ICI uses these words like the stepsister, the brother, sister, and they make a case. So we need to remember whether they are relative or not a relative. Okay. So when you go back home today, tell to your mommy, this is my relatives. Other than this, there are no more relatives. If you get flying chappal, I'm not liable. Okay. This is your relative. Have you understood this? Now. So are you guys added in the Telegram group? Yes. So in the Telegram group, in the break, I'll send these notes, okay, for your reference. So let's read it right now from here. So basic, today we are doing basic chapter, only the definitions. So first one is the private company. Which company it is, guys? Private company. Section number 2, clause number 68. Section number 2, clause number 68. So company having a minimum PUSC. PUSC means what? Paid up share capital of as may be prescribed with following restrictions. What are the restrictions? We call this as TRP. What we call this as TRP. Now understand this. So market is now open. Okay, it's 9:30. 919. Market is open now. I want to buy share of Reliance. Can I buy? Okay, the price is going up in like 10 minutes. Can I sell the share? Price is falling. Can I sell the share? Do I take Mukesh Ambani ka permission? Why no? It's a public company. When it's a public company, the shares are freely transferable. You can buy also, you can sell also. Can I sell like after a month? Yes or no? I don't want to sell. I want to keep it for like years. Can I keep it for years? It is my wish. It's a public company. But when you talk about private company, boys and girls, how do you identify private company? Either the word PVT, private. Okay, if the word is there, in that there are restrictions. What it is? It says restriction on transferability of shares. What is my first restriction? Restriction on transferability of shares. It is restricted or prohibited. Can someone tell me the difference in restricted and prohibited? Restriction means you have to take the permission and do it. In prohibition, you can't do it only. Prohibition, it is not allowed. You can't do it only. So here they have used the word what? Restricted. That means it is allowed. It is allowed, but there is some condition. That condition will do it post break. So it is allowed. You can transfer the shares to somebody, but there are some restriction to it. R. Restriction on membership. In a private company, how many maximum members can be there? Maximum is 200. How many maximum members? 200. Then I have written one line here. Employee member, ex-employee member shall be excluded. This is the first rule. Joint shareholder shall be counted as one. What will you say? Joint shareholder shall be counted as one. Employee member, ex-employee member shall be excluded. Joint shareholder shall be counted as one. Now, one second. Let's take the word employee member. I have taught you member. How do you become a member in a company? By buying shares and by holding shares. For how many days? T plus 1. So you are a member. They are saying the word employee member. Employee member means working with the company. So for example, what's your name? Munivel. How do you spell? Munivel. Munivel. What does Munivel means? You don't know the meaning of your name. Why you born? There has to be some meaning. Oh, it's God name. You everybody chant Munivel 10 times a day till your exams. It's a God name. Okay, Munivel. Okay. So Munivel, I have he's my employer. I've kept him to clean the floor, okay, to broom, to wash utensils. Now, Munivel has bought the shares of my company. He has kept the shares of the company. So he is my employee and he is holding the share. If he is holding the what, he will become member. Now imagine if I'm a private company, I am counting the members of my company. He is holding two shares of my company. I've kept her for cleaning the floor. She is also for cleaning the floor. Okay. She also holds some shares of my company. So I will count everybody, excluding these two people. So it says employee member should be excluded. But can they hold the shares of my company? Yes, but they will not be counted in the limit of 200. Imagine she was my ex-employee. She was the previous person to clean the floor. Now she has left the company. Now, but she's holding the shares of my company. So she is what? Ex-employee member. Ex means boys. X means current or past? Past. She was there with us, but then she left with somebody. So she became what? X. Okay. So employee member, ex-employee member should be excluded. So when you're counting two people, okay, when you're counting, sorry, 200, you will not count employee members and ex-employee members. Okay. Now imagine Prashant and Sakubai. Okay, they are in like deep shit love. Okay, full ekdam gutter. Gutter. What do you call gutter in Canada? Charandi, yeah. The previous batch have taught me Charandi. So full gutter, deep love, love is blind. Now these two people are together holding one share. Okay, so this both of them are sitting here. Okay, madam is sitting here. Okay, Sakubai. So Prashant and Sakubai are sitting there. They are holding one share of my company. There are two people, but how much you will count them? One, two body, one soul. Okay. So joint shareholder would be counted as one. Joint shareholder would be counted as one. Remember this rule. There would be a question on this. We have in a book also, in MCQ also it can come. Which people should be excluded? So two people will be excluded. Employee member, ex-employee member should be excluded. Joint shareholder should be counted as 1. Then P. It says prohibition. Prohibition on issuing prospectus or public issue. Guys, prohibition. Prohibition means allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. They can't go for public issue. Like for example, today, if you know little idea, Swiggy ka IPO is open. Okay. Now you must have seen on Instagram maybe it's Swiggy IPO. IPO basically means what? Initial public offer. They're asking people to invest in the company. Okay. Now imagine if the Swiggy, the previous name, was a private company. If Swiggy was a private company, can they ask people to subscribe for the shares? No, because they are restricted or prohibited. Prohibited. Only which company can ask for public issue? Only public company. Okay. So in a private company, guys, there are TRP is a restriction. TRP. What is T? Restriction on transferability of shares. R. Restriction on membership. That is maximum 200. PP. Prohibition on public issue. Public issue. Understood? So this is the definition of private company. See, at intermediate level definition, they don't ask. Okay. But they frame a case. They will frame a case and they will ask a question. Okay. So just remember, maximum is how many people allowed? 200. When you talk about 200, two people will be excluded. Employee member, ex-employee member should be excluded when you're counting 200. Okay. Joint shareholder would be counted as 1. Clear this much? Now we are talking about a public company. It says a company other than a private company. Is a which company? Very lengthy definition. Very lengthy. What it is? Company other than a is a public company. Okay. Minimum PUSC. What is PUSC? Paid up share capital will be as may be prescribed. Minimum paid up share capital would be as may be prescribed. Okay. Now they have written some definition. Let's read this and I will break this definition. A subsidiary, I have not taught you what it is, of a public company shall be deemed to be a public company even when such subsidiary company continues to be a private company in its articles. Full rocket launching. Read in English again. Kannada people, you also read in English and explain if you can what it is. Read. Anybody? Okay. Can you repeat? Where did you cut your hair? Yeah, yeah. Where it is? It would look like a katora cut. In a bowl, if you keep the bowl like this, the barber kept the bowl and below the bowl he cut all the hair. Very nice, very beautiful. I thought like below the that people ka paid, what do you call people paid? Tamarind tree, I think. There's a barber. He's very famous here. But very nice haircut. Yeah, now explain. Nice, very nice. But I did not understood anything. Somebody else, and along with an example, he said just the same thing. I can also read English. Hmm. Okay. 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 Why? So it's a law. Wow, you're smart. You're teaching the same thing to me, huh? So it's a law. How do I know? Yeah, you're correct. Okay. So let's make it more simpler. He's correct, whatever he said. Okay. Have you studied all this, Prashant, before? Question mark. Have you studied all this? Yes, no, yes. Where have you studied all this? Foundation. But it's from direct entry. Now listen. My company, AB Limited. Which company? I know I am not blind. I can see it is. You tell me which it is, public or private? Pub. AB Limited, which company? AB Limited is a public company. Okay. Now, now this is based on a story long back when I was single. Okay, few years back. What a life it was. Now, one day I saw a girl. Okay, her name is Baby. Yeah, she's my real wife. Baby P Limited. Okay, Baby P Limited. So Baby owns a company. P Limited. Which company it is? Private company. Okay. So I saw a girl called as Baby. I told her, come now. She threw a sandal on my face. Okay. Still the mark is here. Okay. Now, but boys, you all know, as usual, if you start liking a girl, you will do anything, everything, whatever means whatever to get her. Okay. She said no. As usual, rejection is always there first time. But then if you are crazy for her, you will do anything for her. So I came to know that she owns a company. So what I did, I invested in her company more than 50%, more than 50%, more than 50%. Okay, I invested in her. So I invested more than 50% in her, more than 50% of paid up share capital carrying voting power. Understand this word because I'm teaching the definition. AB Limited holds more than 50% of paid up share capital of AB Limited carrying voting power. Voting power basically paid up share capital carrying voting power. Paid up share capital carrying voting power. Which shares? Equity shares. So these law people are mad. They have not written directly equity shares. What they have written? Paid up share capital carrying voting power. Eventually it is basically equity shares only. Okay. So you have to calculate more than 50%. Now, if I have invested more than 50% in Baby Limited, I am holding Baby. Who am I? Holder. She. Cheap. Holding company. Who am I? Holding company. Baby is called as what? Subsidiary company. Okay, baby is called what? Subsidiary company. Okay. So if you invest in another company, how much percent? More than 50%. It's not 50%. 50% is wrong. It's more than 50% in another company. Then that another company becomes subsidiary and you become the holding. Understood this much? So this is the one way when you invest in a company, when you put your money in the another company, that becomes a subsidiary. The other way, I'm not investing it. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You go. Three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah. Imagine the seven people are the directors of Baby Limited. Okay, seven people. Okay, you go. All ladies. Okay. Now, seven people are the directors of Baby Limited. So I'm not investing in Baby Limited. I tell them, stand up, shut up, stand up. I'm the teacher of the class. Respect me. Stand up. English. I'm teaching English. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Sit down, sit down. Now they are working on my instructions. So these seven directors of Baby Limited are working on the instructions of the AB Limited. So they are standing. I am telling them to stand. They are standing. Now don't stand. Okay. I am telling them to sit. They are sitting. I am telling them to dance. No, no. So they are dancing. I am telling them to eat. They are eating. They are working on my instruction. So I am controlling. I am controlling more than half of board of directors, more than half of board of directors. Then also AB would become what? Holding company. Baby will become what? Subsidiary company. So guys, there are two ways. Either you invest in the company or you control more than half of the board of directors. It's basically more than half of composition of board of directors. Okay, now imagine there are seven directors. So seven ka more than half will come at four. So four people are standing, four people I am appointing, I am removing them, they are working on my instruction. So AB Limited become what? Holding company. Baby becomes what? Subsidiary company. So either you put investment. When you put investment, how much percentage do you have to check? 50 is wrong. What do you have to say? More than 50. How much it is? More than 50. We'll be doing a lot of sums also. Okay, one important announcement. When you go for the exam, okay, please carry calci in the exam, in law paper also. On a safer side, carry two calci. If one is not working, okay, you should have a spare calci also. And guys, I know your maths is horrible. Okay, you also know your maths is horrible. Please don't do direct calculation. Please use calci. Because at lot of times ICI have given exact 50%. Okay, exact at exact 50, but it is not subsidiary. It becomes subsidiary at what percentage? More than 50. More than 50 means what? Wrong. 50.01. See, there are a lot of sums where it is not coming at 50, it is coming at 50.5. Still, it is a holding subsidiary because it is what more than 50%. More than 50%. Okay. So this is one way. The other way is what when you control more than half of board of directors. Understood this much? Now, imagine, baby. So we have two kids. Okay, I have two kids. Okay, one is Santa, other one is Banta. Third one is in process. By the time your time comes, he also comes. Okay, stop laughing. I can do. Shut up. Okay. Now listen. So baby has invested in Santa Limited more than 50% of paid up capital carrying voting power. Now, on reading this much example, baby and Santa, okay, you tell me who is the subsidiary? Who is the subsidiary? Santa sir. Sir, Santa sir. What Santa? He's my son. You have to give him respect. Okay. Santa sir. Who is the holding company? Ma'am. You better respect, okay? Baby, ma'am. Now, boys, you need to answer. Ultimately, who's the father of Santa? I am the father, right? Somebody say, how do I know? No, ultimately the father is AB only, right? So understand, Santa is a subsidiary, baby is a holding company, but baby ka main holding company is who? AB. So ultimately the holding company for Santa becomes who? AB. Ultimately the holding company for Santa Limited is who? AB. In school time you must have studied like this: A equal to B equal to C, BB cut, A equal to C. So same way for Santal Limited, who's the main holding company? AB Limited. So we call this as holding company. This is called as subsidiary company. This is called as sub-subsidiary company. What it is? Sub-subsidiary. Sub-subsidiary is basically the subsidiary of the subsidiary company. Understood this much? Now, let's check your common sense. So my another son, Banta. In Banta, I have invested 20%. Baby has invested 20%. Santa has invested 15%. Okay? Understand the diagram. AB has invested 20 in Banta. Baby has invested 20 in Banta. Santa has invested 15 in Banta. The question is Banta a subsidiary? If yes, of which company? Is Banta a subsidiary? Yes or no? Yes, of which company? AB Limited. So the definition says like this: if the holding company along with its subsidiary or subsidiaries hold more than 50% in another company, then this another company becomes the subsidiary of the main holding company. This another company becomes the subsidiary of the main holding company. Let's do it again. If Babu, Babu, yeah. If the holding company along with its subsidiary or subsidiaries hold how much percent? More than 50% in another company, then this another company becomes the subsidiary of main holding company. Understood this much? Okay. So this is the definition of holding and subsidiary. Very important. In September also it came in the exam. In May also it came. They will ask you calculation. They will give you the capital. You are supposed to calculate it. Okay. Make sure you understand the provision very thoroughly because you become holding subsidiary at what percentage? More than 50. At what percentage? At what percentage? More than 50%. And trust me, guys, my experience is tomorrow morning, if I ask you the same question, majority will go you wrong. Majority. You understand? Holding subsidiary with the percentage is what? More than 50%. How much percent? More than 50%. Which share capital you have to take? No, you will not write equity. You'll say paid up share capital carrying voting power. Paid up share capital carrying voting power. Eventually, it means equity only. But in the definition, you'll write paid up capital carrying voting power. Understood this much? Now, AB Limited. Which company? I know it. Public company. Baby Limited. Which company? Public. Now understand. BBP Limited, private company. Okay, guys, if I have invested more than 50% in baby, who am I? Holding company. Whose baby? Subsidiary company. Okay. Now, AB Limited was public or private? AB Limited was public company. Now, baby, when baby was single, baby P Limited, who was she? She was private company. Now, I have a lot of problem in my life. I invested in her. Okay. So when I inserted, why when I invested, okay. Now, sorry. Okay. When I invested in her company, who am I? Holding company. My existence is public or private? Public. Baby P Limited. Her existence is what? Private. Her existence is what? Private. But when we invested in the company, not we, sorry, I invested in the company. Okay. Baby will become what? The baby P Limited will be called as deemed public company. Which company, guys? Deemed public company. Which company, guys? It's deemed. It's UK accent. I'm born, brought up in UK. Yeah. She said, yeah, yeah, sir. No, deemed public company. Once again, but her constitution is not changed. She is today also private company only. But because the holding company is what? Public company, she will be called, she will be assumed, she will be understood always as what? Deemed public company. What it is? Deemed public company. In the constitution, in the articles, still she is which company? Private company. But for the company's like a provision, she will become what? Deemed public company. So what is the problem here? Now the problem here is if it's a deemed public company, then all the provisions of public company will also be applicable to this private company. Even though the company is what? Private, but it will be understood at what? Public company. Now let's read this together. So you'll understand this by example. A subsidiary. In our example, who was the subsidiary? Baby P Limited. A subsidiary of a public company. In our example, who was the public company? AB Limited. Shall be deemed to be a public company. Shall be deemed to be a public company even when such subsidiary, who was the subsidiary? Baby, continues to be a private company in its articles. Even in the article, it is a private company, but still she will be assumed that it is a deemed public company. Understood this much? Is it easy? Okay. Now let's read these two definitions, then we'll go on a break. You want a break? Okay. Now, one is company limited by shares, other one is company limited by guarantee. Company limited by shares, company limited by guarantee. Madam, can you see Izan's face, please? Once, please. That ugly fellow. Yeah. Can you tell me his face value? Anything. Face value. How do I tell? By the mouth, people tell generally. Normal people talk by mouth only. People on staying on earth. Are you from different planet? Face at any amount. 10 rupee. Okay. She has evaluated 10 rupee. She said, I did not say, okay. Now the face value is 10 rupee. Now imagine if we are a members of a company. So generally the face value of the shares is 10. Okay. Graduates, you must have done a chapter called as company final accounts. That share capital wala chapter. First call, second call, final call. Remember that? The allotment, money, premium, full Gujri chapter, waste chapter. It is not useful in life. See, understand in practical life, all the shares are issued at premium only. All the shares are issued. So you will never ever experience that first call, second call, final call. Full waste chapter it is. Now, so the face value of Izan is 10 rupees. So her share ka face value is basically 10. Now imagine if he has paid 6 rupee. 6 rupees. Favorite number 6 rupee. The balance is 4. Now I'm the company AB Limited. I'm calling him. Izan. First call. Not answering. Second call. Still not answering. Call became missed call. Now he is not answering only. I am calling him to ask for please pay me 5 rupee. How much is left? 4. How much is supposed to pay? How much he is supposed to pay? So 6 he has paid. This is the paid up value. This is paid. 4 is balance. How much is supposed to pay? 4. How much is the company asking? Allowed, not allowed? Not allowed. The liability of the shareholder is limited to the extent of unpaid amount on shares. To the extent of unpaid amount on shares. The liability of the members is limited to the extent of what amount? Unpaid amount on share. Can company ask for 5 rupee? But can company ask for 4 rupee? Imagine if the 10 rupee ka share is there, he has paid the entire 10 rupee. Can the company ask for any amount? No, because there is no balance only. The liability is limited. You will write the liability is limited to the extent of unpaid amount on share. Understood? So when you talk about share capital wala company, every member ka liability is always limited to the extent of unpaid amount on shares. Guys, when you talk about guarantee company, now imagine I am there, Izan is there, and imagine Prashant is there. I have given 1 lakh ka guarantee, Izan has given 2 lakh ka guarantee, Prashant has given 3 lakh ka guarantee. Now company is calling us, AB sir, give us the money. At what amount AB will give? Maximum 1 lakh. At what amount Izan will give? What amount Prashant will give? 3 lakhs. So here our liability is limited. Again, our liability is what? Limited to the extent of guarantee given. To the extent of what? Guarantee given. In share wala company, the liability is limited to the extent of unpaid amount on share. In case of guarantee, the liability is limited to the extent of guarantee given. Understood? So that is the best benefit of a company. Like when we were discussing about the concept, in sole proprietor, your house, your kidney, your lungs will be at stake. Same way in partnership firm also. But when we talk about a company, here the liability of members limited or unlimited? Limited. In case of share wala company, the liability is limited to extent of unpaid amount on share. In case of guarantee company, liability is limited to guarantee given. Understood the concept? So this is just the basic. See, all this will not be there in the exam, but all these are basics which will help us to understand the entire chapter. Are you understanding anything? Is it easy? You think you will clear? You have to clear. You don't have no option. Okay. Cool.